This will change Zendikar forever. Careful.
We need to leave! Now! Zareth? No. What is this thing, Nahiri?
No more storms or disasters. No more hellish monsters. This is our chance.
Our chance? Zareth's chance? No.
I'm so sorry, Akiri. I truly am.
We should now be live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Candlekeep. Every time I watch that video, it still saddens me to see poor old Akiri get yeeted off the edge, as she does. Again, yep, Thursday night, we're here to play some Commander. Again, we'd normally be doing this in the shop, face-to-face, but current restrictions mean that we can't. So we're going to play live on camera for you tonight. Hopefully you enjoy watching along and all the drama. On the stack this evening, we'll start with top right. That's Chris. Who are you going to be playing this evening?
I am playing Omnath Locust of Rage. It is a landfall deck, so lands do matter.
Yep. Bottom right, Mushu, aka Rob.
Yeah, so I'm playing Kalia of the Vast, good old Angels, Demons, and Dragons. Dump all the stuff out on the board, swing for lethal.
Yeah, because why pay mana for your creatures when you could just do it for free, eh?
Right.
And on the bottom left-hand side, Ross, who are you playing?
Hi, today I am playing Atraxa Praetor's voice, and I will be going with Infect, as always.
A disgusting
Oh,
husband.
love to hear that word.
We've
Love
already
to
got
hear
our
it.
target.
Yeah, targets are quite right. So this is a 3v1
Public
tonight.
enemy number one.
First game of the
It's a
evening. This is
little
going to be a
unfair.
3v1. So I'm gonna randomise the table order 3 times. 1, 2. That didn't randomise anything. 3. And it's going to be me to go first. I'll put my commander in. I forgot to say, actually, my commander is Rin and Seri. I'm playing the box toppers from M20. It's mainly dog tribal. Because I'm going to be looking to use Seri's ability to do a lot of damage to creatures if they get in my way. Ross. Alright, gentlemen, do your first hands out. Let's go. I'm going to find some dice quickly. Just in case.
Okay, I am mulliganing.
Mulligan, no worries.
Should probably mulligan.
I will be mulligan.
First one's free though. I want you in there though. That's fun. And you're fun as well.
I'm going to mulligan.
I'm going to chocolate biscuit.
Chocolate biscuit.
Chocolate biscuit.
Okay,
Biscuit.
Chocolate hobnob.
That's the one.
And my cards are sleeved, by the way. It's just.
I mean to mulligan again.
Gives you the illusion.
Lies.
Oh, I like to hear it. That's it.
Yeah, that'd be me as well.
Oh.
So that means I actually have to discard now, doesn't it?
Yep.
So this is the first deck you've built then, is it, Ross? Is it?
No. I just didn't think one land would quite cut it.
Yeah, one
gonna-
land, the land being the one that returns the land back to your hand. I don't think it's going to quite do it for me.
A bounce land for the evening.
I play this land, I return it to my hand.
So I don't know if he's watching, but
Okay.
Liam, if you are watching,
Possible.
here it is. Here is the can of Relentless in the corner for you, buddy. Just for you. And I'll move it off before anyone thinks I'm advertising. Yeah, I'll keep.
Oh, that's better.
That's not a thing you want to hear.
What do we put underneath though?
So opening hand of 7 for me.
That will
Yes,
go underneath.
6 for me.
6 for me.
Are we ready?
Aye.
Thumbs up. There we go. Right, I'll draw for turn. I'm going to play a plains. And I'm going to tap the plains for a Ismaru, Hound of Conda.
Oh, he's winning. Kill him.
A 2/2 for one. A 2/2 for 1 white mana. I will pass the turn.
Okay, I will draw. I will play a Godless Shrine tapped and pass.
Draw for turn. I'm going to play, if I can find it, a Myriad Landscape tapped. There you go.
Does that go? Sorry, Rob.
Yep, pass turn.
Okay, I will draw. I will play my own Myriad Landscape tapped. And they go.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to go with a forest. Actually, no, let's get the Fable Passage out of the way. I got combat. And Ross, you used the word infect, so I'm coming at you for tea, buddy.
First blood.
Okay.
Then
I'll remember it.
I'm going to tap and crack this. I'm going to go and find a mountain. That's going to come into play tapped. I can pass the turn there if you like.
Okay. I will untap and draw. I will play a forest as my land for turn. And then I will tap 2, play a rampant growth. I will tutor for an island and pass.
Awesome.
While you tutor, I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Okie dokie. I'm going to. Oh, what do I fancy doing? Yeah, I suppose it's that. Pain if I get rid of that. I'm going to tap for colourless. I'm then going to play Forest Garrison, bouncing that back to my hand.
Yep.
Goes to combat, come out of combat, move to discard. And I will get rid of an Aegis Angel.
No worries.
What you were saying about the Garrison in hand?
Is that you done, Rob?
That's me done, my friend.
Okay, I will untap, upkeep, and draw. I will play a forest for turn, and I will tap 2 for a Sword of the Animist.
Oh, hello.
Kill it.
And I will say go.
Threat. Untap.
Yeah, we're still looking at you, Ian, at the moment.
Upkeep and draw. I'll play Rootbound Crag. It's going to come in untapped because of my mountain. But I'm going to swing out Chris for 2 then. I'm equal opportunities. I'm hurting you all. Chris?
You're coming to me, is it?
2-2 at you.
Just the 2?
Just the 2.
I will take the 2.
And I'll pass there.
Okay. Untap and draw. I will play Exotic Orchard as my land for turn. And then I will tap 2 to play a Stoneforge Mystic. And when it enters the battlefield, I get to search for an equipment card. The equipment will be a Whisper Silk Cloak.
Oof.
And that will go to my hand, and then I will pass the turn.
I will untap. I will draw for turn. Well, that's slightly annoying. That's put me back on what I was planning on doing. But instead, I see your exotic orchid, and I raise you an exotic orchid. I will then say pass turn. Over to you, Chris.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep, draw. I will go forest for turn. I will tap green and 2 for an Azusa.
Yep.
Which will allow me to play 2 additional lands on each of my turns. So I will play an additional forest and a Fabled Passage turn. I will thus tap and sack the Fabled Passage to go and find a mountain and pass turn while I do so.
Yeah, and that's going to come in untapped because you control.
It will come in untapped because I have 4 or more permanents.
So untap, upkeep and draw. Yeah, I'm going to go with forest. Choices. I think I'm going to cast my commander. Giving all my dogs +1/+1, all my cats +1/+1. And then I'm going to go combat. And Rob, I'm afraid you're the only one with nothing on board at the moment.
I mean, you say equal opportunities, but you just swung at me. I'll take 3, yeah.
Do you take 3?
Cool.
Let me know how
I
it
take it.
tastes. Pass turn.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. As my land for turn, I play an island. I could be vindictive and attack Rob for 1, but I don't think I'm going to do that.
Ask yourself if he would say the same thing.
I don't plan on winning by damage. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm gonna
tell you the answer.
I'm gonna tap the Godless Shrine for black, and then thanks to Rob's Exotic Orchard, I'm gonna tap my Exotic Orchard for black, and 3 to play Skitherix the Blight Dragon.
Oh, okay.
As that hits, I'm going. Well, when that hits, I'll have 3 mana floating, 1 black, 1 red, and I'm going to terminate it. Destroy target creature; it can't be regenerated.
That's mean.
So, does it have an ETB trigger, the Skitherix?
No,
No. So
No.
the correct time to respond to that would be as he moves phases.
he
Yeah,
did
well,
say
yeah.
after it lands.
Yeah.
So
When it
Yeah.
when it hits, immediately when it hits, before you can do anything else with it. Blow it up.
pass, I guess.
Yeah, sorry about that. Draw for turn.
He sounds so sorry. He really does, doesn't he?
And I didn't attack you.
I'm going to play a Myriad Landscape. I'm going to tap my Exotic Orchid for white. And I'm going to play Land Tax.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. On that note, I'm going to leave you a turn to swing into me because I did feel bad killing a monster. I'll say pass turn.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, and draw. Let's play a Crack Crown Pathway as my land for turn. Then we'll go 3 green for a Doosan the Fallen Leaf. Players can only cast spells during their own turns.
Okay.
Then I'm going to pay 2 to tap and sacrifice the Myriad Landscape to go and find 2 basic land cards, put into the battlefield tapped, and then I will pass turn while I do so.
Cool.
I will have a forest and a mountain.
So untap, upkeep, and draw for me. And we're going to go with a couple of options.
I can't help but feel that was designed to stop people from shutting down your deck. Shutting down any counter spells.
What gave that away?
At least I got rid of the infect.
Well, this is true.
I was going to go straight to
Remember-
combat.
Remember
I'm
that, Ian.
still
I
mad
got rid
about
of the infect. I got rid of the infect.
That's nice.
Remember that.
It's going to be 7 at Rob.
Ow. Yeah.
And second main, I'm going to tap 2 for an Alpine Watchdog. It's a 2/2 with Vigilance. And I'll say go.
Okay. Untap. Silly webcam. Upkeep. Draw. Okay. As my land for turn, I play a Khan's Bastion. I can tap it for colorless, or I can tap 4 in it and proliferate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got nothing to proliferate yet.
Yes.
Thanks to me, Ian.
Yeah, I'll remember that. I tap 4 to play the Trigon of Infestation. It's an artifact. It enters the battlefield with 3 counters on it. I can tap 2 forests in it and put another counter on it, or I can tap 2 colorless and remove a charge counter and put a 1/1 green insect creature with infect onto the battlefield.
Nice.
And I will pass the turn.
During my upkeep, so I will untap. Move to my upkeep. I'm pretty sure Chris has got more lands than me, so I'll go searching for 3 basic lands. I'll find a snow covered. I'll find a mountain. And funny old thing. I will find. Oh,
Is that a promo stamp swamp?
that might be a promo stamp swap.
Wow. Bling bling.
Yeah, I know, mate. All the lands in this deck, bar I think that one mountain I picked,
Yeah.
are fancy in some way. But I think the only reason I haven't changed that out yet is because that looks pretty cool.
I didn't put
It's
any
War
thought
of the
into
Spark.
the
It's
lands.
War of the Spark Mountain. So
Those new Zendikar arts, like, oof.
yeah, I may have used all my full art mountains in a different set in my the mono red deck, my new one I made, just because they were to hand and I couldn't be asked to find where they were, and realised I didn't have enough anyway, so I had to find them. So yeah, those three go to my hand.
It's a nice little segue there for me to say that if you are struggling to buy any cards, you can always head to candlekeep.co.uk.
Okay, I will play a swamp for turn, but I will tap three lands, Boris Garrison, count for 2, to create red, white, and I can create black as well, I believe. Yeah, I can create
Yep.
black. And good old Kalia is coming out. She's coming out of the cage, and she's doing just fine. On that note, I will have to say pass turn.
So, quick side note on my side of the board, I missed a trigger when I played the dog.
You should have got a token.
I should have got a cat token, yeah. So, my apologies for that.
If you play a dog, you get a cat.
I will
and if you
untap.
play a cat, you get a
Yeah.
dog.
It's also not on my
I'll keep and
ability.
draw.
Slap on the wrist in.
Tap 7. And I will cast Omnath.
Ooh, okay.
Unfortunately, at that point, I'm going to have to pass turn.
Okay, untap. Upkeep and draw.
See, Rob, if you hadn't killed Skittles, we could have dealt with Chris by now.
Yeah, but infect.
What? There's nothing wrong with Infect.
Infect.
Ah, he's got that thing that stops me casting in his turn as well, hasn't he?
Yep.
So,
Annoyingly. I think I'm more concerned about him getting lands out and getting elementals and value from that, so I'm going to pass to exile Omnath.
He will. He doesn't die because he's exiled. No, so no death trigger from Omnath.
No, the rules have changed, haven't they? So if they leave the battlefield,
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't hit the graveyard. If it was going to hit the graveyard, and then
You exiled it, don't forget.
Yeah, but you actively exile him. He's not dying.
exile.
Is
Yes,
he?
he's not dying. He's not leaving the battlefield in any way. Okay. You may search your library for a basic land card.
Is that path to exile? Is that search for land or life?
May search for land, basic
Okay.
land.
I will go find a land. Let's have a forest. Whose turn are we on?
It's Ian's.
Ian's.
It's mine,
It's
yeah.
Gilead's, yeah.
Sorry.
He's trying to brain play.
I know he had to cast it on his turn because of Dorsan the Falling Leaf.
Yeah. But I also like the idea that it shuts you down from doing anything in my turn, so I don't want to get rid of it. I'm going to... How big Stoneforge? 2-1, isn't it?
A 1/2.
I want 2. I'm going to swing 2/3/3s your way, Ross. And a... How big's Kalia? 3/3?
She's 2/2.
2/2. 4/4 at Rob.
I've already taken 4 from Doggy already, haven't I?
Yes.
Command advantage.
So I will jump one of the 3/3s and take 3.
Yep, no worries.
I'll take another 4. But just remember, I am not your enemy.
You're all my
This is
enemies.
the target you're looking for.
You seem to be under the impression that we're all friends tonight. Tap 3. I'm going to play a territorial scythe cat. It's a 2/1 with a landfall trigger that gets counter whenever I play a land. It also has trample, and it's also a cat. So I'm going to get a dog, which will be represented by this Pokemon card.
What's the card?
It's a Victini.
I have no idea what that is.
Neither do I.
Legendary Pokemon.
In fact, that
It's
looks
actually-
like
It's the
cats.
victory. It's the victory Pokemon. Legendary.
So
Enough of that.
dogs and cats.
Shall I
There we
go
go. Pass the
Shall
turn.
I go get my shiny Charizard?
I still have my original shiny Charizard too. So on your end step, Ian, I pay 2 and I tap the Trigon of Infect to create a 1/1 Infect creature.
Ooh, okay.
And then I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Okay, Rob, as payback, I tap 5, 2 of it being blue, to play Corrupted Conscious on Kalia.
Okay, explain what that actually does.
Enchant creature, you control enchanted creature has Infect.
That's absolutely fine.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have a feeling you're going to take it back in just a minute. So the servo will be Kalia, I think. And it's a 2/2.
Mhm.
Okay. And then as Kalia can't attack, I'm going to swing at you, Rob, with a 1/1 Infecty Boy.
That's just rude. Why is
You
all the hate
killed-
coming Carly?
Because you killed Skittles.
Right, so this white one, in fact, no, because white isn't good. You're not good enough for white. This black one, it's -1/-1 count. It's going to be my infected count.
Cool. And
Blue
with
is,
that
doggy dog.
done, I will pass the turn.
I will untap. During my upkeep, I still think Chris has got more lands than me, so I'm going to search for 2 basic lands.
I do as well, I think.
Let's go plains.
Probably a safe bet.
Let's go. Just doing the truffle shuffle. Okay, those go to my hand. I will draw for turn. Okie dokie. I'm going to
Sorry, Google Chrome appears to have crashed for me.
No worries.
Just give me 1 sec.
I'm going to play a plains. So I'm just thinking how I'm going to do this.
It's okay. We know how much effort that takes for you.
I mean, just because I can. Tap 2 white and 2. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll do. Yeah. I'll just do it this way. White, black, and colourless. I'm going to mortify corrupt conscience.
Okay. That will
So-
go.
That'll go. I'll get K-Dog back. She does have summoning sickness, so I can't actually do anything with it. 3 mana remaining. I will actually pass
Okay.
turn on that. Moving to discard, and I'm actually going to chuck the swamp.
So
Okay, I'll untap, upkeep, and draw.
just quickly, Skitty is my cat tokens, and Luxio are my dog tokens. Just
Yeah, fair enough.
makes things more interesting.
I am going to tap 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 of them being green, for an Avenger of Zendikar.
No problem.
When it enters the battlefield, I create a 0/1 green plant token for each land I control, which is 8 lands. So I will make 8 plant tokens. And whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I put a 1/1 counter on each plant I control.
Surprise, surprise.
At
One
this
counter.
point, I'm just going to say go.
No worries.
No.
How you doing, Ross?
I'm very sorry about this. Just give me a minute. I am still here.
No worries. I'll pause a minute so that we don't get too many turns in before you come back in. And just to not kill the silence, Zendikar Rising, recently released. Top 3 cards, anybody?
Top 3 cards of Zendikar Rising.
Yeah.
What, in the core set?
In the core set, I think I'll kick off with Lotus Cobra.
In response to your indication of Lotus Cobra, I raise you the one I've just got.
Oh,
I don't know. I mean,
you don't want that.
Tabarax is pretty good. I'm pretty. I like Tabarax. He's the flying. I'm clearly I like Angels, Demons, and Dragons.
Yeah.
But he's the demon cleric that has lifelink. It's got 5 or more 1/1 counters on it. Whenever a non-token creature dies, so it doesn't matter where on the field it is, you get a +1/+1 counter.
Yeah.
And if it's also a cleric in addition to the death, you get the card draw and lose a life. So, it's 3 mana 2/2 flyer, which is pretty good anyway. But that extra little bit just adds a bit of spice to the meatball.
Yeah.
But the Bushfire Elemental's definitely up on my list as well.
And Chris, I imagine you, being an Omnath player, you've probably found tons of cards.
I've found a hell of a lot of landfall cards. I mean, Omnath went from being all about Omnath playing lands, and now it's about as many landfall triggers as I can get in one
you
deck.
can fit in the wall, yeah. Stacking up the
It
triggers.
used to be quite sort of elemental heavy. Now it's just anything with a landfall trigger.
Yeah. So I'm also looking out to bringing out the for game 2, the upgraded sneak attack deck as well. With those,
I'm very sorry about this, Ian. It just doesn't seem to want to load again.
no worries. Have you got another browser you could try?
Yep, just give me a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Zendikar was a bit. I didn't play the original Zendikar. I joined in Amonkhet. So I've got I haven't really got the sweet spot for Zendikar that a lot of people that have as well.
Yeah.
That being said, this set seems to be good fun. It's got a thing. I definitely think what my original deck that I had the most fun with building and playing was during Dominaria early Ravnica, where I had it was originally Silencia tokens, but very quickly became Naya tokens.
Yeah.
when I realised the joy of some sort of goblin that happens to generate them each turn. But I had obviously the Ixalan vampire generation tokens. I had Dominaria tokens, and I had this cleric side of things is doing not necessarily token generation, but the life steal, how everything kind of synergizes with clerics. And the last set, the core 2021 set, had clerics in it as well. There's one which is you put a +1/+1 counter on target cleric at the beginning of your combat. So it's like it's a 2 mana 1/1, but it puts a +1/+1 counter on target cleric at the beginning of each combat. I think it is. And that's just dirt. I played it in the sealed. As soon as you get it in sealed, it just runs away with the game before you know it. So there is some nice things on here.
And of course, November Very, very exciting month. Commander Legends to look forward to as well.
Oh yes.
As we discussed earlier, I'm holding my breath for Legends.
So I like the price point.
It's going to. I mean, a lot of these things, especially with the exhibition lands that have come out, the prices of these very expensive cards that were originally 40, 50 quid have come down.
Yeah.
Even the original ones seem to have dropped a little bit in price, so they're coming more into the affordable range. I mean, I remember looking at Cyclonic Rift, thinking there's no way I'm ever going to fork out the 35 quid it's going to be for Cyclonic Rift to put into a blue deck. I just don't play blue enough to warrant it.
Yeah.
It's sitting at 15 quid now, just a normal version.
Yeah, it's same with Ristic Study as well, because of the Mystery Booster print and because it's been in some Jumpstart packs as well, which I know we're still waiting for in the UK. Things like Ristic Study are coming down in price as well.
Mm.
It's
I mean, the only one that I've seen that hasn't really dropped its value is, funnily enough, Land Tax. This one, I mean, this is the Battle Bond version, which is about 25 quid, a little bit more expensive. But the Double Masters one, which is the same art one, is about, it was on release, it was about 23 quid. I think it's dropped to maybe about 21, 22. So it hasn't really dropped in value, but then it's a solid white card.
Yeah. It's not ramp in white. A lot of people mistake it for being ramp in white. It doesn't fall into that category.
But I mean, at the end of the day,
guarantee
it's not
your
necessarily
drops.
ramp, but it's deck thinner.
Deck thinning
and
guarantees
also
your
means
land
you're
plays.
to get your land drops.
Yeah. It sits in quite a unique spot, and that's probably why it's maintaining its price so well.
Yeah.
We have a Ross again.
I'm very sorry about that, Mike.
That's quite all right.
Between the webcam software and Google Chrome, it ran out of memory, which is quite impressive, honestly.
Sorry, but look, this is playing Magic in 2020. Let's face it. This is. I remember the old days when we all used to sit around tables and
I miss that.
I do miss it.
What a table.
We will get back to it soon, I'm sure. But yeah, if we're all good, I'll carry on my turn then.
Just hoping.
Yep, very sorry.
Yep. No worries. I'll untap. Upkeep and draw. And then I'm going to... Ooh, choices. I'm going to shock in Temple Garden, taking 2. First damage, and it's damage to myself. That's going to trigger landfall over here. Just going to give it a +1/+1 counter. Then I'm going to go to combat. And I'm going to keep up the relentless assault on Rob by sending Ramsey. Chris, you're getting a bit carried away there as well, aren't you, buddy?
No, I think I'm fine.
How big are your creatures?
I've got a 1/2, 2/2, 5/5, and 8/0/1s.
Yeah, that 5/5 is pretty scary. I'll hold off for now. I'm just going to send the 4 commander damage at Rob, because I think I need to hold blockers up for a turn.
Yeah, I'll take that.
No worries. Second.
Sorry, was there any coming to me? My auto dropped out.
No, I didn't in the end. No, that 5/5 put me off.
Okay.
Second main. I'm going to tap 4 for a ferocious Tigerilla. Enters the battlefield with my choice of a trample or menace counter on it. I'm going to give it menace. I'll write an M on that shortly. That's a cat, so that's going to get me a dog. And I've already run out of dice. And I'll pass there.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Yeah.
He's thinking, and that scares me.
I'm trying to think if I should attack or develop my board. Yeah, screw it. I'll attack. So I'm going to pay 1 to play Might of Old Crocer on my 1/1 Infecty Boy, giving him +4/+4 until the end of turn. So he's now a 5/5. I'm then going to tap 3 to play Whisper Silk Cloak. I'm then going to pay 2 to equip Whisper Silk Cloak to the 1/1 Infecty Boy.
Yep, I have no
And then,
responses
Chris,
to any
I'm
of
going to
this.
swing at you for 5 infect damage that's unblockable.
You there, Chris?
Where was that going? Sorry,
You.
Chris.
coming at me.
5 unblockable infect.
Sorry, boys, my audio keeps dropping out.
Sorry,
No
I'm
worries.
attacking you with 5/5
At
unblockable.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see your message. If you want to switch to a different device, then it'll work just the same.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that.
Yeah,
Give me 2
no worries.
seconds.
No worries.
I've taken the 5 infect.
And with that, I will pass the turn.
Menace.
Okay, I will untap and choose not to search my library. I will draw for turn. It's a nice little card. Speaking of double masters, I'm going to play a Fetid Heath, which is pretty darn tasty. Okay, I'm probably going to have to do this. Go to combat. Hello, bud. Ian, you've got no flies, do you?
Well, dogs and cats aren't renowned for their aviation abilities, so
So you've got no flies.
I'm going to go with
Carly's
no.
going to come at you. We'll be doing 2 damage to you.
That's fine.
However, I'm going to drop in a nice little new Zendikar card, Angel of Destiny.
Ew.
So this is a flying double striker. Whenever it deals damage, or whenever a creature I control deals combat damage to a player, you and that player gain life. They'll gain that much life. So you and me are both going to gain 6 life because it's got double strike before 6 damage with Carlia. At the beginning of my end step, if I have at least 15 or more than you starting life total, or 15 or more starting, 15 or more than my starting life total, if I get my words out. So 55. That player, each player attacked by Destiny of Angel of Destiny, loses the game.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to gain 6
nice
life.
little flip on things. So you will gain 6 life. I will also gain 6 life, which will put me up to 27.
This is an interesting approach to winning.
Yeah. Win my life. I need another copy for my other life game deck.
Yeah.
I might have one for you. Or not, depending on how this game goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what's the most annoying thing on this board? Well, honestly, what we think is the most annoying thing on this board?
I mean, Sword of Animus is kind of hanging around in the bottom corner there.
Yeah, but there's also
Sort
a
of
hell of a lot.
I'm
trying to go
thinking
unnoticed.
Rust and Infect in general.
Why do I get so much hate?
You would say that because you're suffering from 5 infect at the moment already.
Yes,
so.
yes, I am.
Precisely, let's kill Chris, get rid of the Avenger or the Azusa, and let's be done with it.
Hold on one sec. I'm just double checking my mana, make sure I can definitely do it. Nah, we'll do it this way instead. Tap out. Just for colourless. And I'm going to play Giselia, Blade of the Gold Knight, hardcast. Flying, first strike. If a source would deal damage to an opponent or permanent that opponent controls, that source deals double damage. So opponent's dead. If a source would deal damage to me or a permanent I control, half that, rounded up.
Interesting. Okay.
Go.
Does that go?
Mm-hmm.
That was.
I will
It's flying
untap,
first strike.
upkeep, and draw. might make myself a bit of a target here, but we'll give it a go. We'll go out all guns. I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to send an Avenger Zendikar at Ross for 5 damage.
I will take 5.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you take 10.
Oh, yes,
Oh.
because of Gisela, yes.
Zelia.
Would you like to retract that statement, Ross?
It works for Infect, and I only need to get to 10.
Oh, Rob, what have you done?
In my second main phase, I'm going to pay red and 2 for a Howl of the Horde. When I cast my next instant sorcery this turn and copy that spell, I may choose new targets for the copy. Then it has an ability called Raid. If I attacked with the creature this turn, when I cast my next instant sorcery, copy that spell an additional time. So my next instant sorcery will trigger 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to pay green and 3 for Gratuitous Route. Search my library for up to 2 basic land cards and put them to battlefield tap. Because of Howl of Horde, I'm going to go find 6 basic lands.
6 lands.
Which will trigger Avenger Zendikar 6 times, putting 6/1/1 counters on all my plants. Whilst I go and find those 6 lands, I will pass the turn.
Yep. No worries.
1,
Untap.
2,
Are they coming in tapped or untapped? I can
3.
never remember.
Untapped.
Untapped.
Tap, sorry.
Okay, untapped.
It doesn't matter because of
Draw.
his Doran anyway. Or whatever the leaf thing is.
4.
Do I have? I do. I do.
6.
Okay. Landfall trigger. Then I'm going to tap out red, and 4. I'm going to play Rage Reflection.
Oof, double
Creatures I
damage.
control have double strike. I'm going to come at Rob with Rinenseri and the Ferocious Tigarilla.
Mhm.
And I'm going to come at Ross with the rest.
How much is the rest of the damage?
So that's going to be 3, 6, 10 with double strike.
It's going to
And-
be half.
Now those ones going at Ross will be double strike, and then they'll be doubled again from your
3, 6,
Angel.
10.
Which is
No, it's if it was dealt. Yeah, so it should be dealt to an opponent. So yeah.
Yeah. So they'll
That's
hit first strike, which will be
10,
double,
20.
and then the second strike will be doubled again.
yeah. So I'm dead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna block Ren with Giselia.
Yep.
So I have first strike trigger, so it's gonna be 10 straight on him, and he's only gonna deal 2 damage to Gisela.
Yeah.
I can't block the other dude.
Can't block the
How
other
many am I
dude.
taking from him?
Well, 4 double strike, double to 8, and then halved. Back down to 4.
No, because it's 4 damage. Because I take half damage anyway, so it's 2 damage. I'll take half from the first strike.
Yep.
And then
half
half
from the second.
So it'd be
So
4
it's 4.
overall.
Is it 4-4? Is it
Is a 3? Is a 4-3.
4-3? Okay, yeah,
4-3.
4 overall.
4-3 menace.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I didn't even attack you, Ian.
I know, but you're running infect, and I don't want that snowball to start rolling towards my face. That's not what I want.
All good?
Yeah, I'll pass there.
Okay, now over to me. I again choose not to search my library.
Well, I regret nothing.
I will draw for turn. I'm actually going to play my snow covered. Let's organise this a little better. Fancy. Don't really care. Anti-lands, don't really care. Basics. Cool. Righty ho. What do I want to do? I suppose I want you. Go to combat.
Yep.
Swing everything in at Ian.
Yep. All in the air, isn't it?
2, 4, 9 doubled. That's 18.
18.
But you actually gain 18 life rather than losing 18 life. Oh, actually, no, it's more than that because that gets doubled. So that'll be 4 on the first hit, and then another 4. So 2, 5, 6, 7. That'll be 11, 15, and I'll go 15 as well.
59.
12, 13, 14, 15. But you will also have coming in a Rune Scarred Demon.
Yep.
That's another 6, 12 damage.
Oh, on 71 life.
I will search my, because Rune Scarred ETB.
Oh,
I'll search my library for something. I think I'm probably going to go you. Oh, you're tempting now. What are the strength toughness of those tokens?
What, my plants or
yeah.
it?
Your plants.
My plants, they're currently 6 7s.
Feed me, Seymour. That's not a plant. This is a plant.
One card into hand. Don't have to reveal it. I mean, I know I said I was supposed to be swinging in and hurting people to death, but this doesn't seem to be a case of me hurting people to death. Okay, go to my second main phase. I'm going to tap for now I've got to do that. You guys can't. You can produce white, can't you? Yeah, Ian can produce white. Tap for 2 black. 1, 2, 3. And I'm actually going to play Archfiend of Depravity. Flying 5/4. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, that player chooses up to 2 creatures he or she controls, and then sacrifice the rest.
Interesting.
Okay. Is that a pass?
That is a pass.
Does that kick in your end step?
Kicks in at the beginning of each opponent's end step, so it'll only be on Chris's end step.
Fantastic. I know where I'm swinging next turn.
Upkeep, draw. Let's go. First things first, we'll pay 2 to attach the sword to the Avenger of Zendikar.
Yep.
We will tap 2 green to play Steve.
Sack Steve.
We will sack Steve to go find basic land. Tap to play, which will be a forest, which will trigger off the landfall on the plants. Shuffle my library. Tap 3, 6 for a Savage Ventmore. The 4/4 flying. Whenever he attacks, I add 3 red, 3 green to my mana pool, and it doesn't empty between my phases and
One of your
steps.
personal favourites.
Yep. I will then move to combat, sending everything in Rob's direction. Trigger from the Avengers End card with the sword. I get to go and find, as he attacks, I go and find a basic land tap to play.
Mm-hmm.
So I will do that, which will be a mountain, which will trigger landfall on the plants again. So you have a 1/2, a 2/2, a 6/6, and 8/9s coming your way.
Okay, that seems like a lot of stuff.
It does, but as I'm going to be sacking most of it at my end step,
The
I'm thinking that most players will go out swinging.
eights, they still deal 4 damage, which will kill Archfiend, which is what I don't want to do. What was the Avenger, sorry?
It's a 6/6 because he's getting +1/+1 from the sword.
It's 6/6, is it? Right, so I will block Avenger with my Archfiend. And then what's the total damage with the rest?
So what you're blocking the Archfiend. What's the Archfiend currently damage?
6/6 Zendikar, so it'll be doing 3 damage to my Archfiend, and I'll be doing 10 damage to it.
Yep. Okay, so that will die. So then you want total damage.
Total damage.
So 8/8/8 will be 64 or 8/9. Sorry.
Yeah.
65, 66, 67 is the
Half
total damage. Half that will be 33.5.
So I take 34 damage.
Okay. The Adventurers in the car will die horribly. Then in my second main, I will tap 2
34.
to put the Sword of the Animist onto my Savage Ventmore. And go to my end step, and I will get rid of both of those and all but 1 plant, leaving me with a plant and a Savage Ventmore still on my board. And that will be turn.
That was just rude.
On tap.
You forced my hand.
Ian's going to do the same thing as well.
Upkeep.
Well,
yeah, I'm going to recast my commander. And all my cats and doggies +1/+1. So I need to hit Rob for 16, but that means I actually need to hit him for 32.
And for 32, yes.
But I've got a blocker with that one, so I can block 1 chunk of it.
Two, 4, 6. It's got to be everything, I think.
Boy, swing out. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, I get stomped on by Chris. But I've got 71 life.
Really?
No, I've got 71 life. So, yeah. Rob. Buddy, Paolo, friend of mine.
You're going to try and take Chris out?
No, I'm going to make sure there's
So I gave you all that life.
Absolutely nothing you can do.
Right, so I can't block the 4 coming in from the monkey cat thing. Nope. What is the highest toughness?
So next would be, that's going to be a 5/4.
5/4
in the territorial scythe cat.
So realistically, I mean, it's double strikes. It still will deal 5 damage. Deal 6 damage actually. Deals a little bit more. No, Yeah, because it hits that for that, which
So-
means it's only doing 3.
5/4 double strike
then-
trample on that one.
Yeah, so no, I'm just working out double strike trigger. Sorry. See if my Archfiend can survive. What are the others? Sorry.
So there's 6 coming in from all the tokens, and these are 3/3s.
Those are 3/3s.
Yeah.
So they are 3/3s that are 6 that are getting double strike. Is that including double strike or not including double strike?
Not including double strike.
Okay. So 3, I will do 2, and that will kill it. What are they 2/2 tokens? Are they?
2 2s, yeah.
Yeah. So if I blocked one of the 2/2s, what's
Yep.
the total damage coming in?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 19.
19 halved, yeah?
No, that's
Well, no, because a double strike, it would double it up, but then you halve it again, so it would be 19 straight.
19 straight, so I can't. I'm going to have to block. Okay, I'll block your big dude.
the big one. This one.
Yeah, first strike will hit.
Yep.
Which won't kill Archfiend yet. The second strike on that will hit. The rest of them, what's the damage coming in from the rest of those?
So it's going to be 3, 6, 10, 16 still.
Exactly 16.
16 double strike, yeah.
I was waiting till he worked that one out.
Yeah, I've got nothing. Yep, that hits.
Got nothing.
Welcome to the losers.
In
And
hand.
I don't have to worry about sacrificing creatures because Rob will be gone by my end step.
Yes.
I will pass the turn. Only 71 life to go, Chris.
Yeah. I'm aware. Are you done, Ian?
I'm all done. Yep.
Yep. Okay. I will untap.
Genuinely did not think this deck was going to come close to getting a win, let alone actually.
Draw.
Well,
I mean, it wouldn't have if Chris hadn't swung in all at me.
True.
Okay. So we'll go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to recast Omnath. Any responses, Ian?
Nothing here. I'm all tapped out.
No. Okay. Jolly
Play
good.
away.
That's what we like to hear. I will go to combat.
Yep.
Sending a 5/5 flyer and an 8/9 plant in the direction. Trigger from the sword will go and find me a land tap to play. I will go find myself a forest tap to play, which
I
will
have
give me.
no responses, and I'll be declaring no blocks either. So.
Okay, well, I get a 5/5 token. So you've got 5, 13 damage coming your way.
Very nice.
Savage Ventmore will create a 6 mana for me, 3 red, 3 green. I will then use the 3 green and paying the kicker cost to sacrifice my newly acquired elemental to play Primal Growth. So I sack the elemental, which will allow me to deal 3 damage to any target. What have you got that's got 3 health currently, Ian?
All my tokens, these 2. Yeah, everything here.
Everything there. What do the non-tokens do? Do they have anything?
This one has Menace, and these are just basic 2/2 bodies, but they're 3/3s because of Ridden Seri.
All right, let's deal 3 damage to the one with Menace.
No worries.
So as that
that's
happens, I'm going
vigilant.
to go find 2 basic land cards tapped to play. So I'll have a forest and another forest, which will then give me another 2 5/5 tokens. And at that point, I will have to say go
Untap.
and wait for the onslaught.
Upkeep and draw. Pay 4 for Summit Tyrant Smasher, who is going to come in at 5. I'll immediately -1 it to give Ramsey 2+2+1 haste until end of turn. I also get to scry 1. On the bottom that. Combat. Swing board.
Okay, how much?
Right, let me do some maths here. So everything's. This is +2+1, so that's a 6/5.
Yep.
3 2/2s. 2 3/3s. 5/4. All double strike.
All double strike. So let's.
Dark and Morgul says Doggo's doing bits. Doggo is indeed doing bits, and I'm surprised. It's
it's a
block-
double strike. Doing
Let's
the bits,
block
mate.
all 3 of what's giving your stuff double strike out of curiosity.
Rage Reflection.
Right. Let's block your 3 2/2s with the 3 5/5s I currently have.
Yep.
Which won't kill mine, but it will kill 3 of your tokens.
Yep. So,
and then what's total damage coming in at me?
So it's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 34 if you don't block anymore.
34 if I don't block. I have no more blockers, so
Yep.
I guess I take 34, go down
34.
4 life.
Crunch.
Pray for a miracle.
Yeah, I'll pass turn.
Okay. I will untap. Upkeep and draw. Doesn't help.
That's what I like to hear.
How many creatures have you got? 2, 3, 4. You got 4 creatures there,
4
haven't
creatures.
you, currently?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to swing the 5/5 in the air at you.
Yep.
Which will go and find me a land.
No box.
Tap to play. Which will give me another token. So that's 5 damage. I will then pay green and 2 for a Dryad of the Illusionist Grove. I'm going to pay additional land on each of my turns, and lands I control are every basic land type in addition to their other types.
So you're now to like 4 lands a turn, aren't you?
No, because the Azusa went when I had to sack.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I will have to pass turn there.
That's that's the satisfying sound of causing someone else pain.
On tap. Upkeep and draw.
I'm surprised at how well that Angel of Destiny went. That was a pretty nice little card, actually.
I will -1 again. I will give Territorial Scythe Cat +2/+1. And I also get to scry 1. I'll be keeping that on top. I'll just go combat again. I will swing everything except the commander this time.
Okay. What are each of their powers and toughness?
So we've got a 5, 4, 7, 5 trample.
Okay.
And 2 3/3s.
Okay. And they're all double strike, aren't
All
they?
double strike, yeah.
Okay. I will block the 7/5 with an 8/9.
Yep.
Is that a 7/5 with the double strike or after?
It's 7/5 with double strike, so it's going to die before it gets the second strike.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So just these 2 to deal with 3/3s.
2 3/3s.
Yeah.
I will block with 2 5/5 elementals.
Yep.
So they will deal each of them 3 damage, and then second strike will come in and kill both of them.
Yep.
Thus, but it will also kill your 2, I believe.
Yep.
And I get 2 Omnath triggers of 3 damage.
So
I
also, before we go to dealing combat damage, I'm going to tap 3. Rin and Seri is going to deal damage equal to the number of dogs I control to any target.
Yep.
2 damage straight to your face.
Okay.
And I'm also going to gain life equal to the number of cats I control. I'm going to get 1.
There's a bit of support there going for Ross, but unfortunately he's knocked out first. So I'm just got to chat at the side.
Assuming I can
haven't checked
continue
it.
with my Omnath damage, I
Yep,
will deal
so all these
6
are-
damage to Rin and Seri.
Yep, no worries. So my board's been
Thoroughly
Cleansed.
wiped.
Please
It's
tell me you've
been
got a lightning
cleansed.
bolt.
Are you done there, Ian?
I am passing turn, yeah.
Okay, I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Oh, wonderful.
And I gave
Pay
you all
1
this.
for a soul ring. Go to combat,
Yep.
and I will swing board. Trigger from the sword, go find a basic land, tap to play.
I could actually lose this thing, you know.
Give me another one of those. You've got
All that life I
5,
gave.
10, 15, 25 damage coming in.
25 damage. It's going to put me up 29.
Then I will pass the turn there.
Untap, upkeep, draw. This is...
I've got 2 cats are annoyed I haven't fed them yet, and they're just like attacking my feet.
Okay.
After all that life I gave you, Ian.
He's literally attacking with real world cats as well, though. That's the scary thing.
So what's
He's
he
taking
got?
this beyond the game.
I mean, admittedly, if he hadn't have wiped me out that turn, he was dead next turn. With the amount of damage I had coming on the board, doubled that up, probably would have put me over the 55 life I needed to kill someone with Angel of Destiny. But yeah, I do like that Angel of Destiny. That is a better inclusion in my deck than I actually expected it was going to be. I thought it was going to be just a bit of jank as an alt income, but no, it's a great.
Wonder. No, I can't. I think he's going to get it. I think he's going to steal it from me right at the end there. I'm not sure I can squeeze that 2 damage in. Gonna start by paying 1 for an Implement of Ferocity. And then I'll pay 1 to activate its ability. No, I won't. Oh, that's my library gone. I'll tap 2 to play a pack leader. Other dogs I control get +1/+1. Now I'll do the Implement of Ferocity, sacrificing it, putting a +1/+1 counter on it, and when it goes to the grave I draw a card. I'll land for turn. -1 on Samet. Give it +2/+1 to end the turn. It's going to let me scry 1. Bottom that. Yeah, bottom that. So my doggo is now a 5/4 double striker.
No trample.
No trample.
So he
And that token's a
blocks it.
5/5, yeah.
Swinging, he blocks it off. Yeah. You pick swinging, he blocks it off with an elemental. Kills the elemental, but
Pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep and draw. 1, 2, 3, 4 for a Forgotten Ancient. And I will go to combat. swinging everything that can swing.
Yeah.
Trigger from the Savage Ventmore, go find a basic land. Tap to play, which will create me another token. So, attack is declared. Do you need total count or?
No, before we go to combat damage, I will play Defend the Hearth.
Okay.
Prevent all combat damage that we don't play this turn. I'll be declaring no blocks.
Okay. In that case, I do get a 1/1 counter on Forgotten Ancient if you're playing a spell.
Yep. How big's that?
It's a 1/4.
Any trample. Any trample.
And pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep and draw. Okay, this might do it. I'm going to pay 3 for Domri, Anak of Bolas. I will then -1 Samak to give +2/+1 to this. So now it's getting +3/+1 from Domri as well.
Yep.
Making it a 6/5.
Still 1/1 counter on that. It's a 6/5, is he?
6/5 at the moment. I will then -2 Domri in order to make it fight your Forgotten Ancient.
Okay. Which is currently a 2/5.
2/5. So 6/5, it crushes it.
Yep.
And I believe if I just swing.
I still have a blocker.
Oh, you still have a blocker?
I still have the
You
token I made.
sneaky little yes, of course. Yeah, I didn't see that outside there. My bad. What can I do? What can I do? I don't think I can. I think he just takes it on the next turn. Unbelievable. I can't squeeze 2 damage. I need 2 damage. You know what? Lose your token anyway. 6/5, double strike. It's coming at you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll deal 3 damage to your face.
Yeah.
For the trouble.
And then you're going to get me all the crap back. I believe that adds up to 26
I
at
assume
least.
you're done at that point?
I am done here, yeah.
I will untap, see what I draw.
He does need 26 to get me, though.
I have 30 on board currently.
30 on board.
30 on board currently. So I will go to combat, swing everything, trigger from the Ventmore with the sword, go find a basic land, tap to play, which will give me another token. So yes, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5s, and 8, 9, and a 2, 4 coming your way.
My response is to pack up my cards. Nah, fantastic game, good game. 2 damage.
To be fair, Ian, even if you could have survived that turn, my next play was to poop out a fair few more tokens.
Yeah.
With Boundless Realm, go and filter out the rest of the basics from my library and make a whole bunch of tokens.
Well, that was game 1.
Oh,
well done to Chris.
That was hard work.
So,
just made you work for it, Chris.
Just while we shuffle up and move over to the next decks, we've got a little bit of a, I suppose you could say, a sponsored segment tonight. Some of you in the game are going to know Andrew Coates. He currently runs a D&D Pokemon podcast. That's actually very good, and I promised him I'd play him a little clip of it just to stick in the middle of the games tonight, so just going to skip over to that quickly.
Before Turtwig does this, you hear a big roar from behind you.
Oh god.
Ruh-roh. You turn around to see directly from where you came from is standing a big purple Pokemon with 2 red spikes protruding from its hands and a red bubble on its chest.
Oh.
Your Pokedex pings and says, Toxicroak.
Oh,
Holy
shit, son.
shit. Toxicroak, a poison fighting Pokemon. It bounces toward opponents and gouges them with poisonous claws. No more than a scratch is needed to knock out its adversaries.
That's fun. Yeah, so like I say, Andrew Coates, a good friend of the shop, he's running a D&D Hobby podcast. I believe you can find it on Spotify. I believe you can find it anywhere that you would normally watch your podcast. I highly encourage you to go and watch it. There's a lot of fun. Andrew brings a lot of characters to the game as well, and a lot of knowledge too. They're all very, very Pokemon nerds, I suppose. Not that there's anything wrong with being a nerd these days. In the meantime, though, we'll get on with game 2. We'll start with you, Ross. Who are you bringing for this match?
For game 2, I am playing Mazarek, Karul Death's Priest. It's a 2/2 flyer. When a player sacrifices another permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and I will be going for some aristocrat shenanigans.
Okay, nice, very nice. Rob, what have you been playing for the second game?
Yeah, so I'm playing the hold on if I can grab it. The ever playful Atrimi.
Very nice.
So basically, it's a good old mutate from Ikoria. Fundamentally, it's the pre-con deck, but there's a few more little spicy meatballs in there that, when they deal combat damage to players, does random things designed basically to cause mayhem. Not necessarily win, but cause as much mayhem as you can.
Bottom left then, Chris.
That'd be me.
Yes.
So I'm playing partner commanders. So I have 2 commanders.
Yep.
My first one is Ishai. She is a 1/1 flyer, but whenever an opponent casts a spell, I put a 1/1 counter on Ishai. And coming along with that is Crumb. And Crumb is a 4/4 flying haste. Whenever an opponent casts his or her second spell each turn, I draw a card. So my deck is around you guys playing lots of spells in your turns for me.
Nice. Yeah, you got
Thank you very much.
I'm going to be running Anawan, the Ruin Thief. It's one of the new Zendikar precons. Well, I have heavily modified it. Removed pretty much all of the cards by now, I would imagine. We're not really looking to mill you out. We're just causing to cause a lot of disruption. And probably murder you with just general combat damage. Yeah.
To answer your question, Matt, Chris won the game.
Yes, he did. Pandamok, yes. Chris, I had him at
By
2
some
damage.
sheer miracle, I won the game.
Yeah, and I just could not find a way of squeezing 2 more through. I went from 71 life to none in, 2 turns?
What? 4 turns, because you stopped me from you.
I fogged out once, yeah.
Yes, you fogged out on the 3rd attempt that I would have ended you.
You can't beat a fog.
No.
So.
Absolutely not.
Right, randomise 3 times, see who goes first. 1, 2, and player 1 is Chris this time.
That'll be me.
Yeah.
I probably should change my commanders.
It might be an idea.
Your life's fine, though.
No, it's really not.
I don't know. What's the worst that could happen on 2 life?
Mindcrank
Lots.
should go in Anawan. Makes the mill a little more deadly. Also, blood chief essential for a combo win on damage out. Yeah.
I am going to mulligan on my first one. Take the 3.
Same.
I didn't even deal 7 off the top that one. I just shuffled again.
That was a 1-land hand. I think to answer your question as well, Matt, I think Ian's looking for a Mindcrank.
Mindcrank, definitely, yes. Blood Chief Ascension for a combo win on damage. I am trying to keep it rogue tribal.
Nor deny that Mindcrank is in this deck. It is in a deck on the table at the minute.
So this deck has the potential to start drawing a lot of cards, and I could look at things like demonic Thassa's win lines as well. But at the same time, I'm kind of just enjoying this being a rogue tribal. So we'll see. You know what I'm like, Matthew. One day.
Should keep decks as pseudo janky as possible. Makes it way more fun.
So I like all tiers of play myself. I play at all kinds of levels.
3, 6, 7.
I'm going. Yeah, that's my free mulligan used. I'm going to take another one. I'm going to turn down to 6.
I'm keeping after my free mulligan.
I'm keeping after my free mulligan.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Please, please, please. Better. We will discard that one. Well, we'll bottom the library. Right, I'm all good.
We all good?
Yep.
Okay, I will start us off then. I will draw. I will play a Flooded Strand for my land for turn.
Oof.
I will pay 1 life to crack it and go and find another land. I don't know which one I want yet. I will have a Sacred Foundry come in tapped and say go.
Okay. I will draw.
Oh, I better reset my life total.
I'll play a forest for turn, and then I'll tap it for the Font of Fertility. It's an enchantment for 1. I can pay 1 in a green, sacrifice it, and search for a basic library and put it onto the battlefield tapped. And pass.
Nice. Onto that welcome draw. Gonna go for the swamp into a changeling outcast. That's a 1/1 shapeshifter that can't be blocked. Can't block or be blocked. Sorry. And I'll pass turn.
Draw for 2. I'm going to be nice and boring. Go.
Power play from Rob there. Just scoop, lads. We don't stand a chance. He's got untapped blue mana.
Yes, you probably will start struggling soon.
He's gonna opt. In the
It's
end
on
step.
me, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
I will untap, upkeep, draw.
Or better yet, brainstorm.
I'll play a Glacial Fortress untapped because I control the planes. And say go.
I will untap and draw. I will play a swamp as my land for turn and pass.
Okay. Untap, draw. Shiny Zendikar Island.
Ooh, very pretty.
And eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Rob, 1/1.
Ouch. I'll take it.
And I'll pass there.
Okay, I will untap my untap land. I will draw for turn. I'm going to play a forest. I think I will pass turn there.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, and draw. I will play a planes for turn. I will tap planes and the other 2 for a Hushwing Griff. He's a 2/1 flyer, and creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger.
It's fine by me.
Oh, I hate you so much.
Pass turn.
Okay, on your end step, I pay 2. I crack Font of Fertility to go find a forest and put that into play. And then I will...
That is annoying because it does technically shut down mutate.
Untap and draw. Yeah, it's annoying for lots of reasons. Changes what I'm going to do entirely, though. Okay, I'm going to play a Myriad Landscape tapped as my land for turn. I'm then going to tap 3 to play an Awakening Zone. It's an enchantment, or attempt to cast, I should say. Any responses? It's an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn. This creature has sacrifice, add 1 to your mana pool. And I will pass the turn there.
Nice. So untap, upkeep, and draw. Play out a swamp. Tap 3 for a commander sphere. One unblockable at Chris.
I will take 1.
And pass turn.
Untap, draw. Another forest. 3, X being 1. Cast Nissa. Steward of Elements. I'm going to +2 Nissa to scry 2. One top, one. Yeah, one bottom. And then I will say pass.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Fishing for his third colour there.
Let's go island for turn. And we'll do white, blue, and 1 to cast Ishai. And then Ian, take 2 in the air.
No worries.
But you didn't see that coming. And pass turn.
Okay. Untap. During my upkeep, Awakening Zone will trigger, and I will get a 0/1 Eldrazi Spawn. And then I will draw. Okay, I play a Grixis Panorama as my land for turn. And then I tap 5, and I attempt to cast my commander.
Okay. Ishai will get a 1/1 counter.
Unfortunately, yes. And then I will pass the turn there.
In your end step, I'm going to sack the commander sphere to draw a card. And then I'll untap, upkeep, draw. Play my land for turn.
Commander gets a 1/1 counter.
Does it?
From a land?
Ross, it's whenever a player sacrifices another permanent.
Oh, yeah. My bad, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, that's all of my creatures, actually.
Play an island
Thanks,
for
Rob.
turn. Yeah, whose side you want? Tap up 4, I'm going to play Anna 1 the Ruin Thief.
Last game.
So, Rob, I think I've probably got the most chance of getting creatures out of your library. So I'm going to swing a now 2/2 unblockable rogue. Changeling, sorry, in your direction.
That's annoying. You will hit me.
Yep.
How many do I mill? Is it 2?
You mill 2, and if one of them is a creature card, I'm going to get to draw a card.
Derby Rollick. All Drifter, creature
That's
card.
a creature card, I get to draw a card. Lovely. And then I will pass there.
I was hoping to draw that Deadly Rollick. Untap, upkeep, draw. Gonna play a swamp.
Ah,
I should have got a counter from that as well, shouldn't I?
he's done it.
Tap 4, Silent Arbiter. I will +2 Nissa to scry 2.
Just remind me of Silent Arbiter's abilities again.
No more than one creature can attack each combat. No more than one creature can block each combat.
Interesting.
I'm gonna. Well, I'll put them like that and see what happens.
Ishai gets a 1/1 counter for the cast.
Stacks.
And then say pass.
Was that pass? Sorry.
Pass turn, yeah.
Untap. Upkeep and draw. We will play a mountain for turn. We will go with pay 2 for Lightning Greaves. Any response on the Greaves?
Untap, tap. Nothing here.
No.
nothing.
In which case, then I will pay nothing to equip it to Ishai, giving her haste and shroud. Then let's go 4/4. Oh, hang on. Do we want to do that? What is your commander again, Ross?
Currently, it's a 3/3.
Does it have Death Touch, Trample, or anything other?
It just has flying.
It just has flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 4/4 flyer coming at you, Ross.
Okay, I will take 4, and that is commander damage as well.
It is commander damage.
Yay.
And then I'll pay blue and 2 for Freed from the Real. Playing it on your commander, Ross.
What does that do?
Enchants creature, and I'm going to pay blue to tap enchanted creature or blue to untap enchanted creature.
What's the CMC of that?
It's a 3 CMC card.
All right, okay.
And then I will pass turn.
Okay. Untap. During my upkeep, Awakening Zone will trigger, and I will get another 0/1 Eldrazi Spawn. Do you have any blue mana open, Chris? And then I will draw.
Currently, no.
No, I think everyone's tapped out, actually.
That makes it a bit clearer for you.
Okay, I'll play my land for turn, which is a Field of Ruin. Okay, so then I'm going to tap 5, including a forest and a swamp, to play Moldavine Reclamation. When a creature you control dies, gain 1 life and draw a card.
Oof.
Then I'm going to sack the 2 Eldrazi Spawns, creating 2 colorless mana, putting 2 more counters on my commander, so it's now a 5/5. I'm going to tap a forest, and then I'm going to beast within the thing you've put on my commander, Chris.
Okay.
And then I will gain 2 life from Moldavine Reclamation, because 2 things died, and I will draw 2 cards.
That's some value right there.
And then, Chris, you can take a 5/5 flying commander to the face. Or
Okay,
block with your
I will.
Hushwing Griff.
Now I will take the 5.
And tapped out, I will pass the turn.
Okay. So, untap, upkeep and draw. Play a swamp as my land for the turn. Not feeling it's necessary to do much else at the minute. I'm going to go to combat.
Yeah.
Chris is getting scary. I'll send a 2/2 unblockable your way, Chris.
Okay. I will take it another 2.
Yeah. On dealing combat damage to
I've
you,
still
you're
got
going to mill 2.
How many spells did you play last time, Ross? Sorry.
2.
2. Okay. So I mill 2 as
You
well.
mill
Yeah.
2, and if one of them's a creature, I'm going to draw a card.
Mountain and a Hushbringer.
Hushbringer, lovely. Not sad to see that one go.
Yeah, you should have been sad to see that one go, because that would have shut Ross's commander right down.
Second main, I'm going to play 2 for a Demonic Tutor.
Ooh.
Demonic Tutor is on the stack.
I am tapped out.
Everyone's tapped out.
Yep. I'm going to search my library, put that onto my carpet of my hand.
The Ubers want us to kill you first, Ian.
Lovely. Thank you, Ubel.
Do you expect anything different from
Nah,
Leicester?
not.
Where is it? It's still half a deck to go. It could be in there.
Not really. I mean, his Alayla probably could have done it, but as I'm pretty much the only one here without any sort of flying mechanic, I'm kind of screwed. But okay, we'll see how much fun we can have. I'm ever playful, you see.
Put this card in my
Trigger for
hand.
the Demonic.
Hang on, I'm going to shuffle my library. And then I'm going to pay 3. I'll play Ristic Study.
Oof.
Chris has put some penalisations for playing spells on the field. I want some as well. I want some of that pie. I'm going to pass the turn there.
See, I'm playing nice for Magic. Nothing I do is taxing an opponent, causing them to pay more. No.
Untap.
Just
will draw.
infect.
Just infect.
There is
life.
none in this deck, I should clarify.
I'm going to play Temple.
Nice. Is it online?
Temple is online, yes.
Yeah.
It's technically the 5th land. I'm going to 0. I remember what was on there. No, I remember what was on there. I'm not going to 0. I'm going to +2. And I'm going to draw scry 2.
Should probably start attacking this as well, because
Cool.
her ultimate's quite spicy, if I remember right.
What is her ultimate?
I'm just going to point out I have no intention of altering her. She's there for the scry. Her
Okay.
-6 is untap 2 target lands you control. They become +5/5 elementals with flying and haste until end of turn. So effectively, I get 10 damage on board. That's
But you
it.
can't even swing because you're your own Grand Arbiter.
That's the one. No intention of minusing.
Yeah, no, maybe.
It's also a shame it's not until your next turn, because there would have been useful blockers against the army of flies that are happening.
Yes.
Indeed. Yeah, indeed. I'm kind of stuck on that one, but I don't mind. I don't mind. I've got other shenanigans. Do I do it? That's the question. That's the real question. Yeah, no reason not to. 4 for a Tree-Me.
Onto
Silent Arbiter.
Yeah. Would you like to pay the 1?
Yes.
No problem.
Rob, can you just clarify exactly what a Tree-Me is now?
Okay, yeah. A Tree-Me is I'll pay the mutate cost for a Tree-Me. It mutates onto Silent Arbiter. So basically, obviously, mutate mechanic. I can put it at top or below. I'm putting it on top. Turns a Tree-Me. That creature then becomes a 6/6 trample with whenever it deals combat damage to a target to a player, return creature with mutate from the graveyard to your hand. However, obviously it's on top of that, so it also gets the effects of Silent Arbiter. So still on no more than one creature can block or attack. Still on a mutate cost. Because you are effectively casting it on top of a creature that already exists, it still can attack this turn. Okay?
Yep, no, that's fine.
I'm going to go in, and because Ian swung at me, I'm going to ping in at Ian.
Nice. No blocks.
6 damage total.
Have we got 2 mini games going?
It seems that way, doesn't it?
That's 6 commander as well.
Yeah, 6 commander. He's a bit of a beefy boy, to be fair.
Plus, having trample on a big boy is good as well.
Yeah, I mean that's where the shenanigans comes in because he's a 6/6 that can only be blocked. Currently, can only be blocked by one other person. So I'm going to say pass turn there.
Okay, I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Okay, let's go.
I'll be away from the
white
keyboard for 5 seconds. I won't be long.
And 3 others for Smothering Tithe. I'll give Ian a second so he can ask the question.
I heard that. Do you pay the 1?
Okay. No, I do not.
No, you do not. Cool, because I get 1 card draw before that lands.
Yep.
Lovely.
Then I shall go to combat, and I will send Ishtai at Rob,
Ooh.
9/9 flyer, commander.
No blockers.
9
I will
commander
take that.
damage. And I will say go there.
Okay.
Oh,
Untap.
I didn't play land for turn, did I?
Do you want to now?
If that's all right, real quick, I'll just play a planes. It's nice, simple. Thank you.
Okay. I'll untap during my upkeep. Awaken Zone will trigger, and I will get an Eldrazi spawn, and then I'll draw. Swamp as my land for turn.
Blues from you, by the way.
Okay.
Is there a tracking commander damage on here?
You can,
If
yeah.
you
Click
click
your
your name.
file name.
Click your name bit, it comes up with a little screen that you can adjust it.
And it also means that when we click your name, we can see the information as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's quite handy.
Cool. Yeah, I'll just track that. My old works laptop couldn't play spell table for some reason. It refused point blank to. So now I'm on my PC with the full camera monitor because it's all fantastic.
Oh, is anyone else scared of a Shire, or is that just me?
It's getting a
Yeah,
little
I mean,
bit,
I had
yeah.
something to do
No,
with it, but
I'm not scared of Ishtai at all.
If I'll get rid of it if you don't swing at me.
Yep, deal.
I have no intention to.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to sacrifice my Eldrazi spawn for 1 colorless mana. That will put a counter on my commander. I will gain a life and draw a card, if I can find 4, thanks to Moldavine Reclamation.
All right.
I will then tap 1, a black, and a forest to make 4 in total to play Vraska Golgari Queen.
Nice.
Nice.
Would you like to pay the 1 for Ristic Study?
No, I can't to do
Also,
anything I
you
need
pay
to.
for tithe as well.
No,
Actually.
I didn't say you can have 2 treasures from me because I can't
you.
afford to do that. So Vraska comes in on 4. She's got a +2. I can sacrifice another permanent. If I do, gain a life and draw a card. -3, destroy target non-land permanent with converted mana cost of 3 or less. Or -9, you get an emblem with whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. I highly doubt her ultimate will come out. So I'm going to -3 Vraska, taking her down to a 1 to destroy the thing on a Shire, Chris, the Greaves or the Boots.
You're getting rid of the Greaves.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Then I'm going to tap 3 to play Seal of Doom. It's an enchantment for 2 and a black. I can sacrifice it, destroy target non-black creature. It can't be regenerated. Your commander goes bye-bye.
Yeah.
Because I sacrifice it, I get another counter on my commander.
Do you pay the 1
Yep.
for Ristic, or may I have a card?
You may have a card.
Oh, thank you.
And then, Chris, I'm going to swing at you with a 7/7 flying commander.
In response to attack has been declared, I will play 1 and I will pass your commander.
Yeah, that's probably fair enough. So that's a land.
Go find yourself a land, yes.
Yeah, okay. That will be a swamp, and then main phase 2, I'm going to pay 1 and play Spore Frog, and then I'm going to pass the turn.
Nice.
Not paying the 1, I presume.
I'm now
You
tapped
can't.
out.
Oh, cool. So,
I will pay the 1 for my path, by the way.
Oh, his commander's gone.
nice.
And that's it from me.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, and draw.
Do you pay for tithe?
I do not.
Thank you.
Do you realise that every time you sacrifice a treasure, his commander gets a token as well? A counter.
It does, but it's not on the field. He killed it.
Yeah. I'm just reminding him for when it does happen.
That's fine. I can always do them in my next turn before he recasts it.
Before he recasts the commander, yeah. Not long. However.
When did I become the threat?
No, it's just if he starts sacking all his tokens, your guy just consistently gets counters on him. Or in fact, your whole board gets counters.
Yeah. It's quite fun.
Going to Ristic Tutor.
Depends if you're on the receiving end of it.
I'm
I
going to
never have been, so.
Ristic Tutor,
Yeah.
unless a player pays 2, I'm going to search my library for a card, put it to my hand, and then shuffle.
Pay 2. Pay 2.
The only person that can is Chris, I believe.
Chris, pay 2. Do it.
Go on then.
No worries.
2 treasures.
I'll then go to
Remember
combat.
this, you two.
Swing a 2/2 unblockable at Rob.
Yep, I take 2 damage.
You're also going to mill 2 cards.
Propaganda.
Oh,
None of those are creatures, so I will not draw a card. I will then pass the turn.
I will untap. Go for turn.
do you pay for tithe?
I will not pay for tithe. You can have another
Yep.
counter to offset the one I did screw you over. 2. Yeah. 5 and 1 green. And I'm going to mutate Auspicious Starix underneath. Okay. So, I get trigger on technically trigger on Auspicious Starix. When it mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile X permanent cards, where X is the number of times this creature mutates.
Will that still happen because of my Hushman Griff?
No, it won't.
No.
No, that's fine. I'm then going to play a land for turn, which is Simic Grove Chamber, to which I will bounce a Swamp back to my hand. I'm going to scry 2. So, plus.
Oh, you pay the 1, sorry.
I'm not sure. What for Ristic?
Oh, Ristic, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I will not pay 2 for the
Thank you.
tithe.
I'm going to keep and see what happens. Go to combat. Creamy is going to swing in at Ian.
Yep. So attack's being declared. I'm going to pay 2 to Petty Theft. Return target non-land permanent to an owner's hand. I'll bounce a Treemy.
Yeah, so it bounces the whole stack.
Bounces the whole stack to your hand. That's now on an adventure.
Okay, move to end step. I've got no land, so I need to discard something. I will chuck. I bounce back to my hand.
Okay. I will untap. Upkeep and draw.
Who's my commander?
One of the green ones, definitely.
I'll play Inspiring Vantage, which will come in tapped because I think I probably have more than 2 lands. Let's go. Sack all 3 of the treasures to make red, green, and another. Red, blue, and white. And then we'll tap another 2 to cast Crumb. So it's a 4/4 flying haste. Whenever the opponent plays his second spell per turn, draw a
This
card.
should have been discarded from last time. Paying the 1 for a 6?
I do not pay the 1. Do you pay the 2?
I do not.
I will have a treasure. Thank you.
This is all over the damn place, isn't it?
It is a little bit.
It's a feedback loop.
I'll sack the treasure and 2 others for Commander Sphere. I do not pay the 1. Do you pay the 2?
I do not.
I'll take a treasure back.
Is that a free command sphere, pretty much?
Pretty much, yeah. And let's send a 4/4 flyer in at Rost.
Okay. I will take 4.
That's 4 from my other commander.
And it's 4 from your other commander.
It is.
I know on 4 from each of your commanders. It's quite nice.
Perfectly balanced,
Pass.
he says.
Okay.
I'll get-
Untap during my upkeep Awakening Zone will trigger, and I will get an Eldrazi spawn. And then I will draw a card.
Do you pay for tithe?
I don't. Not sure I can afford to. Okay. So I pay 5 and 2, and I attempt to recast my commander.
Do you pay the 1?
No, I don't.
I do not pay the 2.
You do not pay the 2 either. Thank you.
Okay. And then I sacrifice the Eldrazi spawn for 1 mana. I'll do the triggers in just a sec. Then I play a forest to play Steve the Secure Tribe Elder. So Miserit gets a counter. I gain a life. I draw a card, and I can't pay. No.
And because you played your second spell for turn, I will draw a card.
Yes. I'm not doing very well at keeping down your card draw.
Do you pay the 2 for the draw as well, Ian?
I do not.
Thank you.
So can I just get a quick check on? So my Vraska +2 is you may sacrifice another permanent. If you do, gain a life and draw a card. Can I just +2 it and do nothing?
You can. Because
can,
it's
yeah.
a May, you can choose no target.
Sweet. I thought so. I thought I would just double check. So Vraska's now on a 3. And yeah, I must have played no, I didn't play a land for turn. So I will play a Warped Landscape and I will pass there.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I'm going to pay the 2.
You're going to pay the 2?
Yes. Land for turn. Command tower. And blue and 2 for a propaganda.
Sure, I've seen that card before.
Pay 2 to attack you.
Pay 2 to attack me per creature. Gonna go combat. And Ross will come your way this time. So 2/2 unblockable.
Take 2.
Yeah. When it does damage, you mill 2.
Swamp. Forest, I'm
None
afraid.
of those are creatures, so I don't get to draw cards, which is probably for the best because we're not triggering Chris anymore.
However, his treasures will now trigger my commander.
Yeah.
Which is fine by me.
Second main, I'm going to pay 1.
That's if I sack him.
Am I?
Don't know what else you can do with them.
No, I'm going to end my turn. Discarding a Mind Stone, an Island.
Untap, upkeep, and draw.
Dictator.
Do you pay for tithe?
I do not. Right, I'm going to tap 2. And 2 more to bring back out Sun Arbiter. I'm then going to play Dimir Aqueduct for turn, returning Forest back to hand. I'm then going to 0 Nissa. Look at the top card of my library.
1 for the Arbiter.
Not paying for Arbiter.
Do you pay for tithe?
Not paying tithe.
0 Nissa. Look at the top card of my library. If it's a land or creature card with CMC less than or equal to the number of counters on Nissa, you may put it onto the battlefield, so 9 or less. Kazul Ruthless Stalker.
Ooh.
What's the wording on that? Sorry again, Rob.
Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put a +1.
No. From the Nissa trigger, doing the 0.
Okay. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card or creature card with CMC less than or equal to the number of loyalty counters on Nissa, Steward of Elements, you may put that onto the battlefield. So I may,
Okay.
or I can leave it on top.
I want to know whether it was was it play or cast.
Yeah.
No.
Would have affected.
It's just straight up put onto the battlefield.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pass turn there.
Okay.
3, 5, 6, 7 cards in hand, so no discard.
Untap.
Back to swinging in with 1 creature per turn.
Draw.
I'll
I
be
will
back in
play
3 seconds.
an island for turn. Then we will go red, and 5 for a dragon mage.
Paying the 1.
I do not pay the 1. Do you pay the 2?
I do not.
What does that do, Chris? Sorry.
Whenever dragon mage deal combat damage to a player, each player discards their hand and draws 7 cards.
Right.
So we wheel.
Yes. I'm going to sacrifice the commander sphere to draw a card.
My things get counters.
They do. Oh. Oh, do I want to do it?
No.
Probably not.
Blue and sack 2 of the treasures to play Narset Parter of Vows. Sorry, Ian.
Unbelievable.
I will -2 her. Oh, hang on. You got response, have you? Oh, don't pay for Ristic.
You don't go for a
Do you
stick.
pay for Tithe?
I haven't decided if I'm going to draw yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I will draw a card. I will not pay for tithe.
Okay.
Just want to point out that Narset's still on the stack when I reveal. Look at this card.
Yep, she's.
And it is not an answer, so carry on.
Okay, she hits. I will -2 Narset to look at the top 4 cards of my library. I may reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them and put it into my hand, put the rest at the bottom of my library in any order. So, top 4. Oh, yes, please. So, they'll go to the bottom of my library in any order, and I will reveal this.
No.
What does that do?
Dovescape.
Whenever a player casts a
counterbalance.
non-creature spell, counter that spell. That player creates X/1/1 white and blue bird creature tokens with flying, where X is the spell's converted mana cost.
Just seems horrible.
Question is, do I want to cast it now because it's going to make your boy very big? You know what? Screw it. Sack 5 treasures.
It's I mean, obviously the sacrifice side of things.
How many treasures are you sacrificing? Sorry.
For a 6, all 6 of them, to cast the Dovescape. So whenever you play a non-creature spell, it gets countered, and you create X/1/1 white and blue bird creature tokens with flying, where X is the spell's converted mana cost.
Can I just point out I've got a 10/10 Spore Frog? And a 10/10 Steve.
And you can only attack with 1 creature per turn.
Well, yeah, but that was always the plan anyway.
Dovescape of all things.
What, Ian, sorry?
Dovescape, unbelievable.
Do you not like it, Ian?
Not a card I expected to see tonight, I'll put it that way.
And I guess I will say... Oh, do I? Ian, you got any flyers?
I don't.
Oh, well, I need to pay mana to attack you, though, don't I?
Yep.
Rob, have you got any flyers?
I can either confirm or deny.
I don't. You should attack me.
Yeah, but I'm going to get clapped back afterwards, aren't I?
No flies. No flies.
May as well get 4 in there, Rob. for
Yeah,
Commander
take-
from Crumb. And I will
Hey.
say go.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to sack Steve for a basic. That will trigger the things. Put a forest into play. And then it'll be my go. How is that Hushwing Griff still on the field?
No
Been there
idea.
forever.
Because
Untap.
nobody's got an answer to it right this second.
During my upkeep, Eldrazi Awakening Zone will trigger. I'll get an Eldrazi spawn, and then I'll draw a card.
Do you pay for tithe?
Yes, I am going to pay for tithe.
Okay.
So that's
Means I
one.
can't sacrifice my treasure to make your boy bigger.
Yeah, I know. I just kind of. Oh wait, I'll do it that way. I'll pay 2 colorless. I just feel like I've given you enough treasure, even if it does come back to me in a certain way. Okay, so I need to pay to attack Ian. You have a flyer, don't you, Chris?
I do, yes.
He's got 2. He's
Okay,
got
and
a,
only
he's
one
got
of
a
them
Wheel
can
of Pressure
block.
or Hushbringer.
No, I've got 2
He's got
flyers.
a Wheel of Pressure or Hushbringer. Either one of those is good to get rid of.
Hey, I've just made your boy bigger.
Yeah, he's also shutting down your boy.
Okay, so I'm gonna sacrifice the Eldrazi spawn for colorless mana. That will trigger the things. I now have a 12/12 Spore Frog. Gain a life, draw a card.
You don't even need to sack him. You could just probably block anything that comes his way with him.
I know, it's just utterly ridiculous. I play a forest as my land for turn, then I tap 4, using the one floating to play a new card from Zendikar. Iridescent Horn Beetle. It's a 3/4. At the beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 green insect creature for each 1/1 counter you put on creatures under your control this turn.
So, pay the 1.
Do it.
Yes, I will pay 1.
Because Narset's going to let me draw 1 card because this is not my turn.
Oh, okay, then yeah, you can draw a card.
And
Fine.
I will
Do you pay for tithe?
2 for the tithe.
Okay, and
Oh.
then I'm gonna pay 2 to crack my Mirrored Landscape and 1 to crack my Grixis Panorama. So that will be 2 more counters on all of my things, which means that's now at 4 for this turn. That will find me 3 basics. But while I'm doing that, Chris, I'm going to swing at you with my 16/16 commander.
16/16, come on. Does it have trample?
Just flying.
Just flying. I'll block it with a Hushwing.
Hushwing dies just a bit.
Hushwing gets obliterated.
Then, main phase 2, I'm going to uptick Vraska by 2 again. I'm not going to do anything with the uptick. She's just going to go to 5. Those are gone.
You've only cast 1 spell this turn, haven't you?
Yep, just the 1. And then, Ian, it is your go. On my end step, I will create 4 1/1 green insect creatures.
Nice. So I'll untap.
Quite like this deck.
Upkeep and draw, paying the 2.
I must admit, part of me does like the fact that I'm being left alone a little bit. I can't really do anything, but I'm being left alone, which is all good.
That's fine.
I'm just here being a friend to people to stop them dying so quickly.
Just being ever playful.
Swamp for the turn. Black and blue. Soaring Thought Thief. As long as the opponent has 8 or more cards in their grave, rogues I control get +1/+0. And whenever 1 or more rogues I control attack, each opponent mills 2 cards. It's
I have 8.
I have 8.
excellent. I will then proceed to combat. I will swing the Changeling Outcast, which is now 3/2 at Chris, and it's unblockable.
So I will take 3.
Yep.
And mill 3.
You'll mill 3, but regardless of what you get, I'm not going to get to draw a card.
Okay.
Because Narset. I should have killed her, I suppose. Never mind.
Island, Safara Skyblade, and Aspire Bluff Canal.
That works for me. second main. I'm going to play a Triton Shore Stalker.
Second spell for turn, I will draw a card from Crumb.
Yeah.
That unblockable as well, I believe.
It's a 1/1 unblockable, yeah. Merfolk Rogue. I'll then proceed to discard.
Okay, I will
Get rid
untap.
of
I will
one.
draw for turn.
Do you pay for tithe?
Nope.
Preordain and Leyline of the Void went to grave.
I'll +2 to scry 2.
Ah, missed the trigger. My bad.
Yeah, we'll leave it like that. I'm going to play Forest for turn. Tap 3 green and 1 blue. 3 of that green to play Predator Ooze.
Do you pay the 1?
No, I do not.
I will draw a
Do you
card
pay
and
the
I'll
2?
pay the 2 for tithe.
Yeah. I'll go to combat. Swing in at Narset with a 3/3.
With a 3/3.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can die. She's annoyed Ian for a bit.
Not surprised horribly.
I'm not upset at all. I don't know what
then
you're on about.
Okay. I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Let's go 2 white and 1, 2, 3, 4 for a Darkar Valkyrie. So 4/5 flying vigilant, and I can tap her, and when a target creature other than itself dies this turn, return that card to the battlefield under my control.
Cool. Do you pay the 1?
I do not pay the 1.
I
Do
will
you pay
not
the
draw
2?
a card. I will not draw a card.
Okay. White 1 and suck in the treasure to play
Triggers.
an Aven Mind Sensor.
All of my things.
Aven Mind Sensor. Do you pay the 1?
I do not.
I will not draw a card.
Okay.
What's Aven Mind Sensor again, sorry?
2/1 flying. If an opponent would search their library, that player may only search the top 4 cards of the library instead.
Lovely.
Go to combat. Rob, 5/5 in the air.
Yep. I can't block, so that's going to drop me down to 19.
So when it hits, we all discard our hands and we all draw 7 cards.
Okay, so I lose Mortuary Maya, Coldar Selkie, Ostatius Starix, Trimi, which go back to the command zone. I lose Deadly Tempest, and I use Insatiable Hemophage.
I lose Teferi Timebender.
Oof.
Reliquary
I lose Eyeless Watcher, Primal Growth, and Wood Elves.
Reliquary Tower, Soul Ring, Price of Fame, Meringue River Prowler, Diabolic Tutor, Rewind, Murder and Eliminate.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do any of you pay for tithes for your 7 cards you're drawing?
I'm completely tapped out, so no.
No.
How much is it for tires again, sorry?
2 for each one.
Sorry, 2 for each one?
Yeah.
I'll pay for 2 of them.
2 of them.
Of mine.
Ian, do you pay for any?
I can't.
No, I get 19 treasures.
21.
No, because Rob paid for 2.
I paid
All
for
right.
2.
Yeah, he paid for 2, so...
Demir and thing.
That dovescape. Jesus.
So what does the dovescape thing do again? Sorry.
Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, counter that spell, and that player creates X 1/1 white and blue bird tokens, where X is the spell's converted mana cost.
I have no idea how to get rid of that with this deck.
I think the only way is something like
Rex Sage.
Rex Sage.
Rex Sage, yeah.
Mana Drain, Pact of Negation.
Any sort of
No, Pact of Negation is an instant, so it get countered.
Only if you do it in response to
you do it in response to your cast.
Oh, it's response to be cast. Yeah.
I'm
Sorry,
talking counter spell it before it even hits the field.
Yeah.
Which I couldn't do at the time.
I didn't play land for this turn, so I will play a plains for land. I'm going to pay white, sack 2 treasures to play Flicker Wisp. When it enters the battlefield, exile another target permanent. I'm going to exile your commander, Ross.
What does it do? What's the rest of Flicker Wisp?
It exiles it and then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step.
Do you pay the 1?
I do not pay the 1.
I will not draw a card.
Okay. So counters go bye-bye. And I will then pass the turn.
Okay, so my commander will come back.
It does.
Only now it's a 2/2 instead of a 19/19.
Yep.
I will.
Hey, I've got 17 treasures here I can do something with.
I will untap during my upkeep. Awakening Zone will trigger, and I'll get an Eldrazi spawn, and then I will draw a card, and you may as well have a treasure.
Oh, thank you very much.
So we can only cast creatures.
Only cast creatures.
Okay. So I'm going to tick. Yeah, I know. If I need a sack out, I need instant speed sack outlet. So I'm going to tick Vraska up by 2, taking her up to a 7, to sacrifice one of my plant tokens, which will trigger the things. I will gain 2 life and draw 2 cards, thanks to Moldavine and Vraska.
Do you pay for tithe on either of them?
I'll pay 4.
Okay.
So I'll gain 2 life. Draw 2 cards. Okay, then stuff will trigger. Counter. Okay, I pay 1 for a caustic caterpillar. And then I pay 1 in a forest, and I sacrifice it to destroy that horrible thing of yours, Chris.
What, the Dustscape?
Yeah.
Okay, it dies.
You, sir, are amazing.
So that will trigger all of my things again. Whew, remember that.
Noted.
Then play my land for turn, which is a Rogue's Passage. I then tap 2. I play Swiftfoot Boots. Or I attempt to cast Swiftfoot Boots, I should say. Any responses?
I don't like where that's going to go, so let's Pact of Negation that.
Yep.
Oof! Don't forget to pay that in your upkeep.
Yep, that's why I'm leaving it there to remind me.
Okay, then I'm going to sacrifice the Eldrazi spawn for 1. That will trigger all the things. So I will gain 2 life and draw 2 cards. I won't be playing.
While you're doing that, put another. I'm going to sack 5 of the treasures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play Ignite the Beacon. Search my library for up to 2 Planeswalker cards, reveal them, put them to my hand, shuffle my library.
Can I point out my 20 my 24/24 Spore Frog. It just keeps getting bigger. It's funnier each time. Okay. So with the one floating, I'm going to tap 2 more, including 2 black, to play a Dictate of Erebos. And that's actually that's not all I can do.
How many spells have you played this turn?
You definitely get to draw from your second one.
I'll do that once I finish searching.
I have not been asking Mystic Study on any because I'm not going to be drawing cards.
It's fine. It was about 3, I think, in total. And then, Chris, what are your flyers?
4/5, a 2/1, a 3/1, and a 4/4.
Okay.
And
seeing as
just before you go any further, I'm just going to finish my thing. I'm getting Sarah Benevolent and Ajani Vengeance to hand.
Okay.
And then I draw a card for spells.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. You can carry on.
Okay. Rob, he can only block with 1 creature, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can only attack with 1.
Yep, that's fine. Chris, I'm going to swing a 10/10 flyer at you.
10/10 flyer.
Yep.
The Flicker Wisp has done what he needs to do. He dies horribly.
Cool. Okay. And then I'm going to go to my end phase because I put a total of about 24 counters on my creatures. I'm going to get 24 1/1 bugs.
Nice.
And then pass.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep and draw. Not paying the 2.
Thank you.
I think I actually pulled a copy of that card today. And
Oh,
I
no.
saw it when it came out and I thought it was dirt. And you just confirmed my suspicions that that card is dirt.
And of course, it's in Zendikar, which is available where, Ian?
Candlekeep.co.uk, obviously.
What card's that called again? Sorry, Ross?
That is Iridescent Horn Beetle. And there is a foil version. Oh, I would quite like a foily one, I'm not going to lie. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
2 black. Diabolic Edict.
I'm half tempted not to give it to you.
Diabolic Edict. Target player sacrifices a creature. Target Chris.
You're making me sacrifice a creature. Okay.
Yay!
I will sacrifice the Avon Mind Sensor.
Excellent stuff.
Trigger my things.
In response, he taps Valkyrie to bring it back.
2 more. Altar of Dementia. Go to combat. Swing Changeling Outcast at Chris for 3/2 unblockable.
Yep.
On attack, each opponent mills 2 cards from the Soaring Thought Thief.
So I'm milling 5
3.
then, yes?
If you take the damage, then you middle 5.
Yeah, well, it's unblockable, so I have to. So
Sorry.
Gilded Lotus.
Can
I
Dire Hour?
Ashnod's Altar.
Nice.
And Black Market.
So in those last...
Hellkite Tyrant, Expedition Map, and a Pro Stream, I did have creature.
You did have creature in the last 2 cards, last 3 cards only.
Last 3 cards, yes.
Yeah. So I will draw a card from
I had
that.
a creature in the first 2 and the last 3.
Yeah. I will not pay for tithe.
Okay. You've played. Is that your second spell this turn, Ian?
Second, yeah.
Yep. I will draw from Crumb.
Pay 1. I'm going to brainstorm. Draw 3 and put 2 on my draw 3 cards and then put 2 cards from my hand into the top of my library in any order. I will not pay the 2.
Thank you.
I'll put those 2 back. Having dealt damage this turn, I'll play Stink Drinker Bandit for its prowl cost. And I'll pay 2 more for Frog Tosser. No, I won't. I'll just pay 2. I'm going to play Brain Freeze, targeting Chris.
This does.
Target player puts the top 3 cards of his or her library into his or her grave. Also has Storm.
Okay.
I play 5 spells in total, so you're going to mill 15.
15.
Yes.
Okay, so a Chroma, Ghostway, and Command Zone, and then an additional 15, yeah?
Yes. Oh, no, just...
One.
No, 15 total.
Total.
15
All right,
total,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
I saw
10,
Avacyn.
11, 12, 13, 14,
Swan
15. Yes, you
Oh,
did.
I saw Avacyn.
There was
Swan
Divine
Song.
Reckoning in there, Swan Song, Reliquary Tower, Sarah's Garden, Whisper Silk, Avacyn, Swords to Plowshare, Dragon Master, Outcast, Ghostway, and a Chroma, Angel of Fury.
Ian,
Oh.
Was
thank
all
you.
the spicy stuff.
Lots of that was
Um,
very nasty.
I will pass the turn there.
Okie dokie. Karaoke. I will untap. Yes, turn.
Was that? Oh, you paying for 2?
Nope. Just at this point, predict I'm not paying for 2.
Okay.
I'm going to play Jungle Hollow, which comes in tapped, but I do gain a much needed life because you guys have been mean and hit me. I'm going to tap Simic and 4, and I'm going to play Progenitor Mimic.
Ooh.
When it enters the battlefield, I can. Well, sorry, you may have Progenitor Mimic enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it gains at the beginning of your upkeep. If this creature isn't a token, put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of this creature. So it comes in, it basically copies a creature I want, and then this version will generate a copy of the creature that it's copied. If that makes sense.
The legend rules still apply, correct? They.
Legend rules do still apply.
Yeah.
So it's going to come in as a copy of I think I'm going to make it a copy of sorry, what does your bug do again?
At the beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 green insect creature token for each 1/1 counter put on creatures under your control this turn.
Outstanding. I'm going to make a copy of your bug.
Cool. And you actually have a shiny one as well.
I do indeed. But I've pressed the button that's making my whole thing go crazy because I've started typing stuff. Right. So yeah, it's going to come in as a copy of your bug. And it will generate. It becomes a token copy. And then it's the beginning of upkeep, so it doesn't technically get it yet, but it is a copy of it right now. Okay. So I'm just going to leave that there just for reference. Okay. I am then going to pay 3. I'm going to mutate Mighty Greathorn on top of Predator Ooze. Trigger for mutate, I'm going to search my library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tapped, and then shuffle my library. Nothing too fancy, and I will get a swamp. I will now shuffle my library. Do Wombatarino. I'm going to swing the 3/4 Slimy Greathorn in at Chris.
Yep. What was it? A 3/4?
3/4. On declaration of attack, he gets a +1/+1 counter.
Ah, nice.
I know,
So
right?
he's now a 4/5.
He's now 4/5. Indestructible.
Okay. How many spells you played this turn? Sorry, Rob. You've paid 2, haven't you? So I can draw a card from.
Spell.
Yeah.
So that's
Draw a
actually my
card.
third spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, second.
So is what? Sorry, a 4/5.
4/5. 4/5. Yeah. Indestructible.
I'll block him with my own 4/5.
Yeah. So they bounce off each other.
Yep.
Let me just tap him. Go to second main phase. 0 Nissa. I'm then going to put Pouncing Shore Shark onto the battlefield. Pouncing Shore Shark, whenever mutates, opponent basically bounce a creature. It's a bounce point if I mutate.
Okay.
I will then go to my end step, trigger on Iridescent Horn Beetle / Progenitor Mimic, and I will get a 1/1 insect token. I might actually have one.
Oh,
Ross.
I only get one.
Yeah.
Ross, if you keep me alive and give me second place, I can pretty much shut the other two out the game at this point.
Now, that's not something you want to do because that's just bad gameplay.
What do we say, Ross?
Let's see what you do on your turn. I'm
Okay,
kind of.
well, just to start me off, I will go to my untap,
Hey, Ross.
and just to show you that I want to help, I will sack 5 of my treasures to pay for Pact.
Okay.
Draw. I will play Fable Passage as my land for turn.
Don't listen to what Chris says. Everything he says is a lie.
Tap and sack it to go find a basic. Let's have a basic island. Sack another treasure for a soul ring.
pay 1.
I do not. Do you draw?
I'll draw.
You'll draw. Do you pay for 2?
No, I got no round of play.
I'll get the treasure back. Screw it. Let's sack another 3 treasures to play my own Ristic Study.
pay 1.
Nope.
I will
Do you
draw.
pay the 2?
No.
I'll get another treasure back.
This is going to get irritating.
Yep. Sack another 4 treasures, making 2 white.
Jesus
for
Christ.
Magus of the Moat. Creatures without flying can't attack. I believe your commander flies, doesn't it, Ross?
It does. My commander is also now lethal to every. How many treasures did you just sack? Sorry, 5?
Another 4.
4.
I believe that Ian and Rob have no flyers on board.
I do.
I have no flyers
you
on
do,
board.
do you?
Sorry,
so I
Thought
feel like
Thief.
you know where your first target needs to go, Ross.
I feel like I've run out of dice to count my +1/+1 counters.
Do you pay the
Can
1?
No, I do not pay the 1.
I'll draw.
I will get another treasure.
So my Spore Frog is now a 38/38. I
Love
can
it.
kill someone with
Absolutely
Spore
love
Frog.
Wow. How many flyers have you got, Ian?
1.
How big is it?
It's currently 3/3.
Currently 3/3. Okay, so I'll sack another 4 treasures.
If I don't agree to team up with you, this has gone quite weirdly in your favour.
Play Ajani Vengeance. I will immediately. Oh well. Sorry, hits first. I don't pay the 1.
Cool. I will draw.
I can get another treasure, I assume. I will immediately -2 him to deal 3 damage to your flyer. Ian.
Okay. In response, I'll sack it to the Ultra Dementia.
Yay!
I gain 3 life as well.
Yeah, you'll mill 3 as well.
And I'll mill 3 as well. Urza's Incubator, Plains, and Sage of the Inward Eye.
Ian, can you mill either one of them 2 out?
No.
Can I just
sack the other 4 treasures I've got?
You might want to stop.
Sarah the Benevolent.
I'll draw.
I will get a treasure back. I will minus. No, I will +2 her to give creatures I control with flying +1/+1 to end of turn. Then red, white, 2, and the treasure to play Cassandra battles Seraph.
May I?
A 4/4 flying. You draw, yes, and I will create my treasure back again. She's a 4/4 flying. Players can't cast spells during combat, and I may pay red and target creature attacks this turn if able. We'll then go 2 for Swift Boots. I do not pay.
Cool.
Ian, how many cards have
You draw?
drawn?
A lot. Are you drawing in?
Yeah, I'm at 12 in hand at the moment.
I'll create another treasure. I'll sack one of the treasures to put the boots onto my Dragon Mage. I will then tap 3. Oh no! Do I want to do that? No, I probably don't want to do that. No, we don't want to do that. We definitely don't want to do that. So I'm going to go to combat. Rob, take a 5/5 Dragon Mage.
I can't do anything about that. I will
Okay.
take 5.
Okay, and everybody discards their hand and draw 7.
So I lose Primal Empathy, Thornwood Falls, Myriad Landscape, Animist Awakening, and Vastwood Hydra.
I get rid of a Thought Reflection.
I get rid of 2 forests, a poison tip archer, blister pod, nest invader, carrier thrall, and executioner's capsule. And Ian gets rid of a third of his deck.
Yes. Do any of you pay for any of the ties for the 7 cards you're about to draw?
Don't know.
I can't.
Was that a no, Rob?
No from my side.
So I get 21 more treasures.
And then we all draw 7?
Yep.
Or some variation of that order.
I mean, that's actually not a bad hand to draw me, so I'm happy. I would have liked my Vastwood Hydra, but...
So I've laid the groundwork down for you, Ross.
What would he do if I kill you this turn?
Well, if you kill me, it does mean that the other 2 can be swinging back.
Don't.
At the moment, they have no flies to swing in any direction.
Can I get a count of cards in your library, Chris, please?
My library. $32.
32, right.
That's why I didn't play the Thought Reflection, because I would have just drawn 14 instead of 7. In my second main, I will tap down 3, 4, 5, 6 to recast Ishai.
Do you play the 1?
I do not.
I won't draw a card.
You won't draw, okay. Yeah, I guess go.
Okay, I untap during my upkeep. I will get an Eldrazi spawn.
Just saying, I might have shenanigans in hand if I'm alive on my next turn.
I want
If
to
I-
see these...
Damn. I was about to say, with the right draw, I might have been able to do something, but I guess I just
do you
have to have...
Do you pay for tithe when you draw?
I do, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So let's get things started by paying 2, and I attempt to cast Lightning Greaves.
Okay.
Okay.
Nothing from me.
No,
Did you pay the 1?
I'm tapped out.
I'm going to sack the Eldrazi spawn to pay the 1.
Hang on. All right. Do you pay the 1 for me?
Yes, I will.
So you pay 2 for the pay one each.
Yeah, I paid a land for you, and I'm going to sack the spawn
Yeah.
for Ian. So the spawn will trigger my commander, and it will trigger Dictate of Erebos. So you all have to sacrifice a creature, which means in total I will get 4 +1/+1 counters on all of my stuff.
We've all got a sack.
Yep.
I'll be into it.
Is that a trigger on the stack that I can respond? No, because I'll sacrifice the Stink Drinker Bandit. No, I won't.
You can sack stuff in response to it, like your Altar of Dementia.
All right, yeah. So I'll pick the Triton Shorestalker. I'll sack it to the Altar of Dementia in response, causing Chris to mill 2.
Either way,
I will sack the Passandra, but then I will tap the Adarka Valkyrie to put it back into play under my control.
You
So I
do
still
realise
get-
you still need to sacrifice a creature.
Yeah,
the
sorry, and I-
sacrifice is still on stack.
Sacrifice
You'll
this
say
then, no more.
again.
Yeah,
Oh,
so you
Ian.
sacrifice. No, you sacrifice it to the altar dementia, but then you still have the sacrifice trigger on stack.
Yeah, so I'm not sacrificing it to the altar, I'm just sacrificing it.
Yeah.
Oh, straight up sacrificing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I misunderstood how that worked. Okay, so because one of my things died, I will gain a life and draw a card.
You pay
I
for
think
5.
Nah, you can have it.
How many spells you played this turn?
That was just the one.
That's just the one. Okay. Can't keep track.
Okay, so that. Okay, so I pay 3 to play a Catacomb Sifter. It's an Eldrazi 2/3 with Devoid. When it enters the battlefield, I create a 1/1 Eldrazi Scion, which has sacrifice, add 1 to your mana pool. When another creature you control dies, scry 1.
Do you have any mana left untapped?
I do, but I'm not paying.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
So I would draw from Ristic.
I'm not drawing.
Okay, I do.
Okay, I'm then going to tick up Frasca.
I also draw from Crumb.
Yep, that's fine. I tick up Frasca by 2 to sacrifice one of my 24 bugs that are currently 31/31s to sacrifice a creature to draw a card. I sacrifice it to that, which will gain me 2 life and draw me 2 cards. You each sacrifice a creature as well.
Do you pay for a tithe for any draws?
I'm not paying for anything.
How many did you draw? 2?
2, yep.
Goes to the graveyard.
Okay, I think it's a scry from.
Get rid of the Adarka Valkyrie.
I can stay on top. I'm trying to get rid of that Silent Arbiter or the Magnus thing. That's annoying.
I can get rid of the Magnus if you stop spamming things.
If you get rid of the Magnus, I'll do something that you'll like.
I will get rid of the Magnus for you.
Actually, oh no, because the Silent Arbiter is still the problem. Okay, so I'm just going to go to combat.
Not the problem. What you want about?
It's a problem for me. So I'm going to tap 4, and I'm going to tap Rogue's Passage, and I'm going to make it so Meseric can't be blocked this turn.
Yep.
And then I'm going to attempt to equip Lightning Greaves to Meseric. So it is currently a 36/36 flyer that is unblockable. And eeny, meeny, miny, Chris.
Oh, mate. Really? Really?
If I could have killed the Silent Arbiter, I have like over 100 power on the board. I would have just stomped everyone.
You must be glad that my Deadly Tempest is now out of play.
To be fair, you could have.
Creatures, each player loses life equal to the number of creatures they controlled that were destroyed this way.
Oh, I would have been well dead. Okay, I'm then going to pass the turn.
Hold on. I'm
right, okay.
thinking.
Oh, sorry, yeah. So you have a 36/36 unblockable Shroud Commander coming at you.
I can't play a counter with no legal target, can I?
You can. Well, I mean, you can counter the boots. Because you play the boots this turn.
I did, yeah.
But they've since landed.
They've since landed and been equipped, yeah.
They've already been equipped. You can destroy the boots, but the creature's still swinging. And also it's unblockable.
Yeah, but I want to play a counter, not destroy.
No, you.
I need to have a legal target counter, don't I?
You do indeed.
The boots aren't a spell anymore. This commander's not a spell anymore. It's permanent.
I'm just seeing if I've got anything I can do.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to put a swamp down as my land for turn.
Oh, well, I may as well make it harder. I'm going to sack 25 treasures.
What on
Okay.
earth?
I'm going to have to work that out in a bit, but Chris, you die to over
Yep.
50 commander damage.
I do, yes. It happens.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
After doing all that
29.
work,
I
only
get
wanted second place, dude.
I get 290 beetles.
Nice. Nice.
And Ian, your go.
I don't want to. I don't want to. Fucking draw. Swamp.
What, second place, Ross? That's all I was asking.
I know, but I couldn't resist.
Blue and 1, Drowned
And
Secrets.
I had 3 counters in hand as well, and I let you keep playing things.
Can you?
Thinking it was
Can
going to
you
be
mill 'em out?
nice.
I never said we had an agreement.
I didn't say we did, but I thought he was going to be nice.
Drowned
That's my
Secrets
turn.
on the stack, anyway.
I'm
you
tapped
mill 'em
out.
Yeah, cool. 2 blue and 4 more. Playing Maddening Cacophony. Kicked. Each opponent is going to mill 8 cards. If the spell is kicked, each opponent mills half their library rounded up.
So do we do which one
1,
first?
2, 3,
So hang on, before you start that, Rob. Drowned Secrets trigger. Ross
So
mill
we
2.
equal 2.
No, just
I
Ross.
lose Fluty Delta and Cavern Whisperer.
No, just Ross mills 2
Just
from the Drowned
me.
Secrets.
Oh.
A Butcher of
Oh.
Malakir and a Forest.
Then you're going to mill half your libraries round up.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. So I will be milling 22 cards.
Sucks to be you.
I've had my fun. I'm quite good. I have a
I'm
score
going to
from
be
that is
milling.
like
Is
90.
it rounded up? Yeah.
Round it up, yeah.
So I've got 59, so I'll be milling 30.
Parallel Lives, Phyrexian Plague Lord, Heroic Intervention, Whisper, Soul Shatter, Animation Module were the best ones. Oh, and Butcher were the best ones from me.
Pay 1.
Sortus Demolisher, that's pretty big.
Pay
Oko
1.
is gone.
Pay 1 blue, I'm going to opt. Ross mill 2.
Okay. Terramorphic Expanse,
One.
Panharmonicon.
I do not want that, and then I draw a card.
Yeah, so big hits from me was Sortus Demolisher, Oko, Genesis Hydra, Find Finality as well. I mean, it wouldn't matter against Ross's board right now, but Sprout.
Gets combat.
Souvenir,
Swing 2/2 unblockable at you, Rob.
Yeah. I'll take 2.
Yep, you're also going to mill 2.
And I lose. What do I lose? Ukimi.
Ukima's a creature, so I'm going to draw a card.
Trigon Predator. You know, the stuff that can stop his bloody commander. That means you can kill it.
And
You just milled all
pass
of them.
turn.
I'll draw for turn.
What's the CMC of the Silent Arbiter, Rob?
It's 4.
Damn.
A sneaky little card.
Mm.
Beginning my upkeep, I create a token of my Progenitor Mimic or my bug. That's 2 of those.
The question is, can you get to 290 tokens in one turn?
The answer to that is no.
Thank you very much, Chris.
I'm going to play a Swamp for turn.
I feel like my only hope is that you forget the propaganda's on the field and don't leave any mana open to attack me with.
Well, it's the the Silent Arbiter is what's stopping me from just turning my practically infinite power at this point sideways.
Interesting deck. It's a
Right.
good one.
Okay, I'm gonna help you now. So let me come second. I'm gonna.
Yeah, just remember how that worked for me.
Play Tutoring Harvester. When at ETBs, I get 2 mutate triggers. First one, each opponent sacrifices a creature, and the second one is I put a land onto the battlefield.
Rob, behave.
I sacked a bug.
I'm going to put a forest onto the battlefield tapped.
Sacrifice animal.
That's on top of my Predator Ooze thing. My big creature. It now looks weird. Right, played land for turn. I'm then going to play Demir and play the evoke cost of Shriekmaw.
Pay the one.
When it ETBs, destroy I will not pay one. Destroy target non-black. You're dead. Non-artifact, non-black creature. So your
Commander is black.
I'm going to blow up Spore Frog because it's been there for too long.
Okay, my 42/42 Spore Frog will die.
Sacrifice it.
Yeah.
So no combat
Sacrifice
damage
it so he
turn.
can't. Yeah, he can't hit you for damage then.
And all your other stuff will get bigger by one.
Well,
God,
I'm playing the evoke cost, which means I have to sacrifice it once it enters the battlefield.
I will still sacrifice it because Spore Frog is meant to be sacrificed, so that's
Yeah,
2 more
that's
counters
fine.
for my stuff.
You get 2 more counters. I'm going to zero Nissa. I'm going to put Birds of Paradise on the battlefield. Fucking 11 mana, 11 loyalty Nissa, and I get a fucking 1 mana creature. Yeah, work that one out. Righty ho. I'm then going to pay 4. Yeah, I can do it. 4 plus 2 command tax. Mutate a Tree onto Chittering Harvester. So now that is a 6/6 7/7 because of +1 counter, indestructible. 2 triggers. First trigger, everyone sacrifices a creature. And I search for a basic land, put it on the battlefield.
Just realised I missed a dictate trigger. You're all supposed to sack another trigger, but you all have to sacrifice another one from dictate because I sacrificed a trigger creature, which means I will get another 5 counters on everything.
Look at me, wide open.
I've now lost the ability to bounce what, sorry?
I'm getting rid of Pouncing Shark.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm going to go to combat, swing in with a Tree at Ian. That is a 7/7 trample, indestructible.
Yep.
It will now get a +1/+1 counter to become a 8/8.
Yep.
As commander.
Threat assessment a bit off there, Rob. Do you pay 2 to attack, actually?
I cannot.
No,
so
take that back then.
Me. Okay, I'm going to block it with one of my 31/31 bugs.
That's fine. I'm indestructible. I'll move to my end step. Trigger from Progenitor on my second copy of Progenitor. I will create 2 because I've got 2 copies. I created 1/1/1 token, so I then get 2 insects. Because reasons. And then I think I'm going to pass to my doom.
Okay. Untap my many things. I have also lost basically the ability to keep track of my +1/+1 counters now. So Awakening Zone is.
Commander was dead.
Yeah, I currently have 30 on each creature on the battlefield from my turn till now, and that will most likely go up. Draw for turn. Annoyingly, that Silent Arbiter means I can only kill 1 person.
It does.
It's going to be me.
And as much as I like him, it's time Rob went. Let's face it.
No. Let's be fair. Ian's not here, isn't he?
To be
Right.
fair, Ian has no board state.
He has no board state, and I can't exactly do anything to you.
Rob, you got 5 creatures, right?
Yeah, but I can't block it with any. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. Sorry, there's 2
Okay.
on here.
I'm going to sack the Eldrazi spawn to itself for mana, which I'm not going to do anything with, but that will trigger Dictate, so you each have to sack a thing. So
Nothing
that's
to sack.
currently 3 for this turn. That will gain me 2 life and draw me 2 cards.
I've got no creatures to sack, so
I know. I'm
got-
just going off. It's fine. Okay, I'm then going to tick up Vraska to get rid of one of my many bugs to sack another creature. So Rob, you sack another creature. I gain 2 life. 1 life. Sorry.
I have
2
no
life,
more
yep.
falling insects for you. Cool
You'll
war
be-
in this type of falling insects.
You'll be pleased to know, though, I did not draw a way to deal with your thing. So I'm just
Yep.
going to absolutely crush Ian with my commander, which is now 68, something like that. And I'm going to pay 2 to attack you.
Oh, taking an L in
Yep.
style there.
Goes over to my turn. I will
I
untap.
have to go to discard, and that will be quite a few things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Rob, you'll go while I go to discard.
F in chat for
I
Analon.
will untap. I will draw for turn.
There's the L I
That's
took.
okay, so I get another bug.
Oh, I've missed my trigger, but I don't really think it matters anymore.
I'm going to play 1 Soul Ring.
Come on.
I'm going to pay 2. But I'm just going to Simic one. 2 for the Grove Chamber to play Vivian's Arcbow. I'm going to 0 Nissa. Technically, I put that onto the battlefield, but it dies because it enters with 0 counter. Capricopian. Okay. However, in the attempt to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. I played land for turn. I've not played land for turn. So 12. X being 12, I'll tap Vivian's Arcbow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So half my library so far.
Are you actually going to do a Chris and steal this game?
I can discard a card, so I actually need to discard a card first, technically. I will discard Soaring Sea Cliff. And then I can put look at the top X cards of your library. Where I put a creature card with converted mana X or less from among them onto the battlefield, the rest in the bottom in any random order. So,
can you get rid of over 300 creatures with 1 card?
Wrath of God, bitches.
I will put an Archipelago onto the battlefield.
That's a no.
The rest in a random order. At the bottom of my library, because that matters at this point. Archipelago hits the battlefield. I'm going to go to combat. Attree me, swing in, generate +1/+1 counter.
I'm going to block it with a 36/36 bug.
Indestructible. Move to end step. Trigger from bug. Create 3 bugs. Because again, +1/+1 counter. And now pass to my turn.
Untap
I mean,
during my upkeep.
Nissa's
Awakening.
still there. You can technically swing on Nissa.
I can, yeah. Awakening Zone's going to trigger, getting me yet another Eldrazi spawn, and I'll draw for turn.
I'm just going to point out I've got that in hand.
Well, you could. The thing is, you could actually kill my commander because I have to take the boots off to make it unblockable, and you do have a flying blocker.
Yeah, but you still have to swing it. You can still make it unblockable. I still can't hit it. I've got the man to do it.
Oh, you don't? Okay. So I'm going to play the Swift Boots dance, Lightning Grooves dance, equipping it to
And
something else.
even if you do, you make something else unblockable, and I'm screwed.
Basically.
So, yep, I'm dead. Good game.
Yep, I tap for 4, I make my commander unblockable, I give it Shroud again, and I knock the third person out in the game with my giant flying commander.
GG.
Thank you.
GG. It's a very interesting
Anything
deck.
that I had to help.
That kind of went off.
I've played that a couple times now, and that is by far the worst I've seen it on the bench. The way you wouldn't look at it.
It may have had something to do with the amount of treasure you were just sacking at reckless abandon.
So the number of tokens it can spit out as well. Are you running Viscera Seer in there?
Nope.
No. Ooh.
Although you nearly did mill me out.
Indicate
MVP of the game. That held on for like another 5 turns.
Oh, Silent Staxitter, yeah.
Dropped it turn 4, MVP.
Cyber MTG says, woo, yes. Yeah, so congratulations. That's all we have time for tonight. Join us again next Thursday, 7 p.m. GMT if you're interested in following along with the games here. Check out candlekeep.co.uk, Candlekeep Ramsey on Facebook. I'm Candlekeep Ramsey on Twitter, Instagram. I'm all over the place. It's been fun, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the games.
Fun. Thanks for the
and
games.
for everyone watching the streams. Goodbye.
This will change Zendikar forever. Careful.
Nahiri, we need to leave. Now! Got you.
Is this what you want?
Zareth? No. What is this thing? Nahiri?
No more storms or disasters. No more hellish monsters. This is our chance.
Our chance? Zareth's chance? No.
I'm so sorry, Akiri. I truly am.